Great rivalry? Well, you've got the competition. Two great teams, great talent, proximity. They read about each other all the time. Passion for the game, you better believe it. And here we go.
We're going to play them every year, and they're going to be good every year. I kind of feed off the fans' feel for it. If something's important to our fans, it better be important to us.
It's the Orioles on Masson, and welcome at Camden Yards. This is the first interleague game for the Orioles to be played, and it happens to be the #1 rival as the Nationals come to town. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne, and welcome. Obviously, this is not just a series of interleague play. This features two of the best teams in a start for the 2017 season. Both of these ball clubs vying not only for the lead in their division, but for the best record in all of Major League Baseball. That makes this even more special. And, of course, Matt's coming back to Baltimore. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's take a look at the history on what these two ball clubs have done as far as the matchups are concerned. You take a look at the Orioles' lead in the series overall, 36-24. They've done better at home, 19-11, 17-13, their record when they have played in Washington, and the O's lead the series record. What may be most important for the Orioles coming in, they have now won 5 consecutive season series against the Nationals. And as we said, Matt Wieters is back in Baltimore.
Anytime you flip on Masson, you can catch both teams, so you'll get your updates there. But you know, on top of that, I'll follow all the guys, and just, if nothing else, is check the box score. It takes 2 seconds to see whether win or loss and see who did well. But you know, I'll follow these guys, and there's no love lost because I'm not there this year. I still love all those guys in the clubhouse, and like I said, I hope they do well. Just we do a little bit better this week.
Bordy, great to see Matt back here, even though he's in another uniform. And this is a real good matchup.
Oh, it sure is. You know, Matt Wieters did so many great things, obviously, for the Orioles, and helped transition them from that losing period into the winning team they are today. And the Nats have been winning as well. Matt Wieters playing some good baseball there. But the Nationals offense, certainly the key to this season. They have been crushing the baseball. Zimmerman leading the way, 13 home runs right now. His on-base percentage is over 500. But I'll tell you what, the Orioles offense is starting to pick up the pace as well. They've scored 22 runs over the last 4 games. They had a hard time putting runs across the board here recently. The Orioles offense is kicking it in, and they better be swinging well against this Nats starting rotation.
And both of these teams want to get to the bullpen as quickly as possible. Both, ironically, are struggling right now when it comes to deciding who's going to close out a close ball game. Great matchup coming up. We'll take a look at the lineups when we come back. Orioles baseball on Masson is brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. And by the University of Maryland Medical System. Be a part of something greater. Really a beautiful evening. It's going to get cool before the night is over, but more like a fall evening. BGE Home, Baltimore's home team for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical. Why would you call anyone else? 62 to start. Some few clouds around, humidity way down, partly cloudy skies. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Interleague play, and it's the Washington Nationals. It'll be DeVoe, Worth, Harper, Zimmerman, Murphy, Rendon, Lind, Wieters, and Taylor. And Ryan Zimmerman leads the world in about everything offensive.
He sure does. Let's take a look at Kevin Gausman's scouting report. How he is going to shut down Zimmerman. Well, he's got to rise to the occasion for sure. Big series here. He's got to set the tone for this Beltway series. He's had some struggles here early on. Big reason why not getting ahead tonight. He is going to have to, because this Nats offense is on fire. The heart of this order is putting up some incredible numbers. And of course, the Orioles need some length out of Gausman. They are still lingering effects from that Fenway Park series where Gausman had to leave after being ejected early. Of course, Miley had to leave early. They're getting hit by a couple balls the other day. Kevin Gausman's numbers, everything elevated. The opponent batting average at .321. He's given up 6 long balls as well. Been walking too many hitters. Kevin's got to get back on the plate and trust his stuff. A lot of times it's just about repeating the delivery. He's been working on that in the last 10 days.
Buck Showalter made it very clear in the press conference prior to the game how badly the Orioles need a deep start from Kevin Gausman. He said our bullpen is not fixed yet. We are still suffering from what went on in the road trip. We don't have things the way we want them. We really need Kevin to give us a deep start in this game, and obviously he'd love to go 9. So here we go. Defoe will lead it off. The shortstop, first pitch, and interleague play for the Orioles is underway in 2017. Wilmer, the shortstop, at 204. He's picked the average up a little bit, 9 for his last 39. Facing Kevin Gausman for the first time. He is a switch hitter, and as Mike said, the Orioles, and in particular Kevin Gausman, going up against an absolute powerhouse in this Nationals lineup. They are leading everybody in the majors in about every offensive category. That'll go to center. Very little breeze blowing out. Kevin Jones is right there, puts it away out of his gutter.
Nice start there by Kevin Gausman. Take a look at the Orioles defense behind Gausman. Rickard, Jones, and Trumbo roam the outfield. Hardy and Scope will turn 2 up the middle. It's good to see Jonathan Scope back in the lineup. Take a look. Of course, he got hit on that right hand. Went out and made a few throws. Just see how it felt. Took a couple swings. Next thing you know, boom, in the lineup. Machado and Davis will be on the corners, and Caleb Joseph will be doing the catching.
And he took a few at-bat swings in regular BP with the ball club, and that was when the decision was made that he would play tonight. So Buck Showalter waited till batting practice was over. Here's the veteran, Worth, at the plate. He has faced Gausman before. He has gone 1 for 3. He's one of the red-hot hitters. That'll go to short on a big hop. Played by Hardy. Over to Davis, and there are 2 down.
Like that, Kevin Gausman establishing the fastball early. Nice little 2-seamer running in. Weak contact, easy ground ball for Hardy.
Gausman get through the first inning in a hurry would be a great start for him. There is Matt taking a look, obviously knowing all about Gausman, having been a battery mate with him. Buck Showalter said, hey, who benefits the most? I don't know. Said the good players play well, and it doesn't matter how much you know about them. If they execute, they execute. You're not going to hit them anyway. So Matt may have the knowledge. We'll see what it looks like in his at bats. He's 8th in the lineup today. Harper's back in the lineup with that .376 average, 9 home runs, 27 RBIs. 2 down, nobody on, and the pitch is in there for a strike. They have the shift on in the infield against Harper. Against Kevin Gausman, he's gone 2 for 5 in the times they have faced one another. .457 road batting average for Bryce Harper. 0-1 delivery to him, and that'll be taken down low.
Yeah, if Zimmerman wasn't having such a sensational year, Bryce Harper would be all they'd be talking about. His on-base percentage is up over 500. Seeing the ball very well. Of course, MVP a couple years ago, off year last year, but healthy to start this season.
Kevin Gausman with the 1-1 delivery to him. He'll take the rip and foul that one straight back. There you see the shift that's on. StatCast brought to you by Amazon Web Services.
And Jonathan Scope a little shallower than usual. The reason being Harper. He hustles down that line. Good speed out of the box. You see his hits by direction, using the whole field.
Number 1 in on-base percentage, number 1 in runs scored, and tied for first in walks in the majors. Swing and a miss. He got him. Well, that's a great start for Kevin Gausman after getting only an inning plus in that last start. 9 pitches. Take a look. The Orioles do-ups when we come back. And Matt Wieters being recognized. Many of the fans standing and applauding as on the big board they play welcome back for the former Oriole catcher who so long toiled here and now will do so in another uniform. Orioles lineup brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Rickard, Jones and Machado, Trumbo, Davis and Mancini, Scope, Hardy and Joseph. Trey Mancini after a spell only about 3 hits and 32 at bats. Not anymore. 7 for 10.
Gio Gonzalez, take a look at his scouting report. Strong start to the year. He's second in the National League with a 1.64 earned run average. He's only scattering 7 hits per 9. Got that 3-pitch mix working right now. Good fastball at the curve and the change to go along with it. But Gio gone walking, 17 walks on the year. How about 7 walks in his last start? Reason he's having a good year, none of those walks scored.
Yeah, the walks are the only weak point if you're looking through his numbers anyway. Here you see the opponent batting average. That is the 9th lowest at 222 in the National League. Left-handers hitting 200, right-handers 229. Not much difference there. Joey Rickard will take the pitch for a strike. Rickard, one of the best at giving his teammates a chance to see what the opposing pitcher has. And his at-bats have been lengthy. Fouling off pitches, going deep into counts, and while it may only matter the first time around, it does matter the first time around.
Absolutely it does. It helps the guys behind him see the pitches, see how they're going to work the right-handers.
And he'll take that one left field. That is way back. And goodbye, home run. How about that? Joey Rickard with a lead-off homer for the Orioles. Apparently he saw just enough.
Joey Rickard's heating up for sure. Last series went 4 for 7. Picked up a double. How about the start to this one? Solo shot to get the O's on the board first.
So Joey Rickard comes through with a home run. He gets it in the first interleague game, his first. Put it right down the line, and it had plenty on it. And the Orioles jump out to a 1-0 lead. Now this has been a problem for Gonzalez. That is the 4th first-inning home run that he has surrendered this season in 7 starts. The Orioles get to it.
Take a look at the swing here by Rickard. Good fastball inside, but short to it for sure. It's about reacting inside. Trust what you've worked on the tee. Worked out there.
Joey Rickard with a big cut. He got one that laid out there pretty good for him. 3 rows back and a home run. Adam Jones, a .240 hitter. Lifetime with 1 home run off the left-hander. He'll go down to third. That's going to be a tough play. Rendon running throw and makes the nice out.
A pretty good defensive team as well. They're playing their best defensive baseball here lately. Take a look at the rest of the defense. Worth, Taylor, and Harper will roam the outfield here at Camden. Defoe getting the start at shortstop. Murphy at second base. Rendon and Zimmerman on the corners. And yes, Matt Wieters behind the plate for the Washington Nationals.
Talking about Gonzalez's first innings, he's given up 5 runs counting tonight. 5 runs, 7 hits, and 4 home runs in first innings of his starts. This is the inning where he has struggled the most. He is a fly ball pitcher. 55% of balls off the bat end up in the air. Here's Manny Machado. There's that off-speed breaking ball, and you saw the bend that thing had. It's like a turn in a river.
Yeah, it's a big one. It's a tight spinning breaking ball, and it just kind of hangs up there, and then it bites down hard.
Then he comes back with a heater at 90 and catches the inside corner. Manny has had a 4 for 10 lifetime off Gonzalez, coming in with that 4-game hit streak, and just kind of waves at that one. Manny will be out of there, and the strikeout tag put on to end it.
Huh. I don't know what happened right there. Maybe Manny thought it was 3 outs. Talk about burying the breaking ball. Throws this one hard. And take a look at the spin. And it is biting down so hard. Manny thinking that's a fastball. Kicking in the dirt out in front of the plate.
Wow. So the strikeout first for Gonzalez. He's got 35 strikeouts to the 18 walks that he has put up. And here is Mark Trumbo. And Mark will take the pitch. Up high for a ball. He's gone 3 for 16 off the left-hander. A little bit of the sunset coming in through that third base side. That won't last for long. Turned that one over. The off-speed delivery is away and a swinging strike.
I'm going to take a look at the opponent average by pitch type this year. The fastball at 193. We've seen him rush it in. He'll fade it away with a little two-seam action. The breaking ball, a combination with the curve slider mix. See the curve when he slows it down at 368. Throws a little firmer, 222. Already thrown a couple good change-ups in this ball game. Another good one there.
Good location on the outside corner. Trumbo turning around to have a word with Jeff Nelson, the home plate umpire. Buck Showalter's team 20-10. They are a half game behind, just percentage points, of the Yankees, while Washington comes in 21-10, a 6.5 game lead in their division. Tomahawks that one, and that's going to be out of here. Goodbye, home run. Trumbo delivers the long ball, and the Orioles in the first inning have put 2 out of the yard.
And I guess if there's one guy that really needed to hit a home run, it is Mark Trumbo. Last year's home run champ. A slow start this season, but he has slowly but surely started to turn things around. 5 for 12 in the last series. What a way to start this one.
3rd home run of the season for Mark Trumbo. And Trumbo's been producing some RBIs. That's 14. That is the long ball. First home run he's had since opening day. And the pitch taken inside.
Well, didn't like the call on the changeup before. He'll say, well, I'll have to expand the zone myself. And he gets on top of the high cheese. How did he do it? My goodness, kept the bat head above the hands, and off it goes.
That is a strong swing right there.
It sure is.
And you can do that on a pitch that high.
Man.
So Joey Rickard and Mark Trumbo have delivered first inning home runs. 1-1 delivery. That'll be taken for a strike by Chris Davis. Chris has got a 2 for 15 lifetime off Gonzalez. So the first inning woes for Gonzalez continue. 5 home runs off him in the first inning in the 7 starts that he's made. And those home runs all on the year. He's given up 6 this season, and they've all been hit by right-handers. Davis would like to add 1 to the other column. A 2-ball 2-strike count, 2 down. Shift on against Chris. And that pitch will be up high, and he wasn't chasing. 3-2.
Well, you can talk about some hitters that have been heating up for the Orioles. Chris Davis picked up 4 knocks, and he started going the other way. Hit a home run out to the bullpens over the last series against the White Sox. Picked up 2 base hits the other way as well.
And he walked him.
Nice.
So the Orioles will keep it going. Our Maryland Lottery contestant of the game, Ruth Palmer from Sykesville. Now you've already won $500 for being selected and $500 for each of the 2 home runs that have been hit here in the first inning. Play home run rich or scratch offs went up to $50,000 or enter non-winning tickets for a chance to be the contestant of the game. Visit mdlottery.com/home run. I'd say good luck, Ruth, but apparently you don't need it.
You got to get back on the couch after you just fell off here in that news.
And now one's drilled. That's going to be out of here. Way back in left field, Trey Mancini. A 2 RBI homer. What an explosive start for the Orioles in this ball game.
The Mancini t-shirts flown proudly right now. Boom, boom. The hotter hitters as well.
That is the longest of the 3. His 7th of the year. And the Orioles jump out to the 4-0 lead. Off-speed breaking ball fouled away by Scope.
I'll take a look at Boom Boom. So good on the inner third. He can get the bat head to it as quick as anybody in the game. And he is strong like bull, staying behind that baseball. Look at the carry up into the Nats bullpen.
Oriole fans almost as quiet as the National fans, because I don't think they can quite believe what they're seeing here in this ball game. Gonzalez had given up 4 home runs coming into the game. He's given up 3 here in the first inning, and for the Orioles, if you get on top.
Yeah, that's really their key. Best record when scoring first. 13-2 this season. Of course, last year it was huge for him as well. 54-19. Good start to this ball game.
So Ruth Palmer.
Dinner's on you.
Dinner's on you. Maybe a couple of dinners. Being only the first inning. Here's the 2-2 delivery on the way. That'll go hard to short. Defoe up, makes the play, and that will retire Jonathan Scope. What an inning for the Orioles. First home run, Joey Rickard of the year. First leadoff home run for the Orioles this year. Trumbo delivers one, his 3rd, and then with a runner on, Mancini, his 7th in 1 inning. Telling a story early, Joey Rickard on the left, the leadoff homer, first the Orioles have had this year. Trumbo, of course, the home run leader in the world last year, now finding his way around, and Mancini just can't stop him. Take a look at our PNC inside the numbers.
Yeah, Kevin Gausman, home and road. You know what? This has been his story really in his career. He pitches much better at home. Now these numbers way skewed. I mean, he's gotten off to a terribly slow start. 6.46 earned run average here at home. Last year he worked to a 2.67 at home and 4.32 on the road. Got to a good start, spotted 4 runs. That ought to help.
That ought to take some of the pressure off. Here is Zimmerman, whom we were talking about. Ryan Zimmerman, 13 straight games in which he has had a hit, longest streak by a national this year. He has recorded multi-hit games, a career high 6 from April 26 to May 3. Leads the majors in average, slugging, RBIs, OPS, hits, multi-hit games, extra base hits, and he's up there in home runs. And Gausman will get him as Davis beats him to the bag for the out. Tomorrow, the Orioles and Nationals will continue this home-and-home series right here at the ballpark in Baltimore. The first 20,000 fans, 15 and over, receive the Birdland Yard flag. Good seats remain, available as low as $15. For tickets, Orioles.com or 888-848-BIRD. Youngsters on hand, good buddies, even if the hats are different.
Got that Mancini shirt, though, right?
Yeah, we were just talking about that between innings. I think on Chris Davis t-shirt night he hit 2. Trey Mancini in his first at bat on Mancini t-shirt night hits 1 in the first time up.
I like it.
So we'll see whether or not Trey can equal Chris or maybe surpass it in the home run department on his t-shirt night. There's the t-shirts that were given out to the fans as they came into the ballpark tonight. Murphy at the plate. Daniel Murphy will take the pitch away for a ball. He's had a 1 for 6 in the times he has faced Kevin Gausman. He's also been on a tear, hitting in 10 of the last 12 at a .396 clip. Pops that one up. Adam Jones will give way. Rickards coming over, and he'll put it away. 2 down.
Yeah, there's some pretty good lines from this Nats offense. I'll tell you what, Kevin Gausman, though, carving him up here in the early going. Good command of his fastball, which is a great sign. He looks very confident.
Yeah, he does. Don't you sense that, don't you?
Absolutely.
And not just because of the 4-run lead either. You sense that in the first inning. Rendon coming up. Third baseman, couple of hits, 6 at bats. Lifetime off the Orioles starter. The Nationals, best record in the National League. Trail only the Yankees for the best record in baseball. The Orioles, of course, have had the advantage in this head-to-head series. Dusty Baker's ball club, like the Orioles, off to a kind of a franchise record start for both of these teams through their first 30 games this year. 0-1 delivery on the way. Rendon will take one down and away for a strike.
Yeah, pretty interesting how both teams have had adversity. You know, we talk about the powerhouse offense, and of course the Nats known for their starting pitching, but their bullpen has just kind of imploded. They lost both of their closers to injury. Everybody's kind of getting lit up out there except Albers, Matt Albers, who was a former Oriole.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. These two teams come in either in or vying for the first spot in their division, and there's Matt Albers, a former Oriole, who's done. We're talking with guys from Washington before. His sinker's been knees and below and unhittable.
Right.
But they really don't have a closer right now. Neither do the Orioles. Both teams are jockeying around depending on the game and who's hot and who's not and what the matchups are.
Yeah, well, I think the Nats are still kind of searching. The Orioles have a couple proven arms out there that have really stepped up right now, and they got a couple guys that they've been shuffling through that have shown some consistency, but they'd like both bullpens to stabilize a little bit.
2-ball, 2-strike count. Rendon waiting on it, and that's there, and he got him. Kevin Gausman gets his second strikeout, retires the first 6 that he faces. Orioles have the early lead, 4-0. Enjoy a cold one to look forward to. Miller Time later in tonight's game, brought to you by Miller Lite. Gary Thorne, Mike Bordick with you here in a beautiful evening. Lots of blue sky, lights are on. Gonzalez, first inning woes. The Orioles took advantage of it. We're talking about the starts for these teams. For the Orioles, their 20-10 mark. It's the first time since '05 that the Orioles have started a season with at least 20 wins in their first 30 games. Pitch will be taken for a strike. J.J. Hardy. And on the other side for the Nationals, their record 21-10 is the best mark in 31 games in team history and in franchise history. So it's not just for the Nationals. You go back to the Senators days, nobody in Washington, the baseball teams, have had a better start through 31 games than this team. Right back to the mound. Gonzalez will snag it, make the lob toss over to first. Hardy is retired. Our Maryland Live Casino inside the numbers.
Yeah, home field advantage this season. Well, the record 11-3 for the Orioles here at Camden Yards. The numbers okay. Last year, the home cooking was what it was all about. 50 wins to 31 losses here at Camden Yards. See the road record playing much better than last year. Early going of the season, almost 5 runs per game.
So the Orioles looking to add another one to it. 2 here, 2 in Washington for this 4-game set. Breaking ball to Caleb Joseph in the 9 spot. Joey Rickard on deck. Orioles have won 4 in a row, trying to pick up their 21st win. Both of these teams with the 10 losses. And a round on that one, fouled it off, and a 1-ball 1-strike count. The Orioles against left-handed starters, an area where they wanted to pick up their record from last year. They are 7-6 in games started by a left-hander. That is 7th in win percentage in the American League coming into today's play. The likes of Mark Trumbo trying to get better numbers up against the lefties this season than what they had last year. 2-1 delivery on the way. Caleb down to third and foul.
Yeah, last year lefties really gave him a hard time. Starting to pick up some wins though and build their confidence. Real good swings here in the early going off. Gonzalez, of course, Gonzalez has had his struggles against the Orioles in the past since coming over to the Nats. He hasn't beat them. Actually 0-3 with a much higher earned run average, up over 4.
And he's only had 1 win ever. He's 1-5 with a 3.88 ERA. That sunset that bounces off the warehouse this time of night is just gorgeous.
Yes,
it really is beautiful. That ball to the middle and a base hit. Caleb's on. And Caleb has shown, given the opportunities, get some consecutive at bats in games, he can hit.
Absolutely, starting to get his timing and rhythm down at the plate. Squares that one up. Nice swing by Caleb. We'll take a look right here. A little change up. Caleb has to wait for this one. Let it travel a little bit before he hits that bullet up the middle.
So that'll bring up Joey Rickard with Caleb on at first base. Rickard with the leadoff homer, his first of the year. Now with a couple of RBIs. Infield, double play depth, one away. Gonzalez's delivery, breaking ball that'll catch the outside corner for a strike. Remember, the Orioles doing this against a pitcher who's got an ERA of 1.64 coming into this ball game and a 3-0 record. Gonzalez, that'll be foul back and out of play.
Well, you got to love the Orioles' aggressiveness. You know, typically, you talk about this team as not being patient enough, but you don't want to take the aggressiveness away. And so Gio Gonzalez comes into the game. They know he walks a lot of guys. They're still going up there swinging, looking to square baseballs up, and they did in that first inning.
0-2 the count. Joey Rickard waiting on it, up and in. Gonzalez, this is the 10th start he's had against the Orioles, and in the previous 9. He had not allowed more than 3 earned runs in 6 of those 9 games. And the Orioles touched him up for 4 in the first inning. 1 ball, 2-strike count.
Another one of the big arms, Steven Strasburg over there. Nats.
1-2 delivery on the way. Had a reach for the off-speed pitch, 76. About the slowest he has thrown, and a good pitch. And Joey keeps the at-bat alive. That's how Rickard gets those deep at-bats. He's able to foul off those kinds of pitches, which you're not going to do anything with and there might be a strike, so you better foul it off.
Yeah, he is a fighter, a scraper, a clawer. Yesterday he picked up a few hits. He went coast to coast, one down the left field line, one down the right field line.
First base playable. Handled in foul territory. Zimmerman over there to get it, and there are 2 down. 2017 All-Star Game voting is underway at Orioles.com/vote-orange. Vote 5 times for a chance to win an autographed All-Star jersey, 20 times to receive a buy one get one free for the Ranger Series in July. Vote early, vote often, vote orange at Orioles.com/orange. It'll bring up Adam Jones. Adam grounded out his first time up. Runner on at first and 2 down. Infield plays into pull. He puts it up in the air to center. Again, no breeze going to blow that along. It'll be handled by Taylor. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We've completed 2 with the Orioles up.
Shot here for the Washington Nationals. Unbelievable numbers. Win percentage first, the batting average. Look at the bottom, the bullpen earned run average. That is their Achilles heel right now at 5.50, last in the National League. Sean Kelly and Coda Glover on the DL. They were the co-closers. Joe Blanton and Blake Trinan have been huge arms for them in the past. Their earned run averages are up around 10 right now. So bullpen scuffling here in the early going.
Kevin Gausman ready to go to work. The Orioles up with the 4 runs on 4 hits. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Breaking by Gausman is in there. Familiar face for the Orioles. Adam Lind, who spent so many years in Toronto. So he has played a lot of games here. He's a .283 lifetime hitter at Camden Yards. 4 home runs, and he's had a lot of at-bats here in this ballpark playing with the Blue Jays. Lynn 3 for 9 off Kevin Gausman. For Kevin, he is 2-1 against Washington. 3 career starts. High ERA against them of 5.63 coming into the ball game. This looks like a different Kevin Gausman early on, at least from what we've seen in the past 3 or 4 starts that he's made this year.
What I'm seeing right now is just fastball location. I mean, unbelievable. Hitting the glove. Caleb Joseph putting the fingers down, sticking the glove up there, and he's hitting his spots. And there is, like you said, that confident look out on the mound. He's ready to rock and roll.
Orioles go into a late change defensively. They put a full shift on. They didn't have it on earlier. Now with the 0-2 count, Scope in shallow right field. And the pitch taken down low. A 1-ball 2-strike count. So the matchups in this tomorrow right back here. Ubaldo Jimenez, Max Scherzer. Then to Washington, where Wade Miley will go against Steven Strasburg. Dylan Bundy will pitch in game 4. Nationals have not announced their starter yet for that game.
There's Scherzer. Still a little surprised that Wade Miley is getting the call after getting beat up in his last start. A couple line drives knocked him out of the game. Hit one in the wrist and one on the backside.
Wade right there standing. 2-2 delivery on the way and went after it and didn't get it. Let's listen to the announcement on Matt.
Catcher number 32, Matt Wieters.
Real nice hand for Matt. Obviously a very respected and well-liked player here, both by players and fans. One down, nobody on. Matt will go after it, foul it off the leg in the batter's box.
Take a look at Matt Wieters when he was with the Orioles. 8 seasons. This is his first, obviously, with the Nats. Signed a 2-year deal as a free agent this offseason. A couple Gold Gloves for the Orioles. Off to a pretty good start with the Nats at 260 or 274, 4 homers to start the season.
Batting in the number 8 spot, Taylor waiting on deck. Gosman with the 0-1 delivery to him, swing and a miss, and one he kept down. These two battery mates have never faced one another before in a real game situation. His career numbers here at Camden Yards. Lots of home runs. Hitting only $178 on the road so far. Chops that one. Knocked down. Hardy gets him. Good pick made by Davis and a fine play made by J.J. Hardy.
Of course, Matt Wieters, J.J. Hardy, probably better friends when they were teammates together, and Hardy taking one away. Hardy showing the range. We're on the second base side with the shift on, fully extended on the knee to get Matt Wieters. Beautiful play right there by Hardy. Take a look. Good first step. Always good. Gets his feet off the ground. Great reaction time.
Look at him.
Lot.
Yeah. So Wieters retired and there are 2 down. Try to go through the order. 3 up, 3 down again. Here's Michael Taylor. Taylor will take the pitch for a strike. Young center fielder, 26 years old, out of Fort Lauderdale. 76 games last year with the Nationals, hit .231, 7 home runs, 16 RBIs. Had some good minor league seasons. Paid the price to get to the Nationals on and off in 14, 15, and again last year. Former shortstop turned center fielder. Talked Adam Jones. Strike taken on the outside corner, 1-2.
Yeah, of course, they've done that last couple seasons. They've signed a shortstop, a #1 shortstop, and they're just so athletic. You can move them around, play them anywhere.
1 ball, 2 strike delivery on the way, foul back. I think folks forget that Adam loved playing the infield. He loved playing shortstop still does. He'll go out during BP or early practice and take ground balls at short.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, one thing to do, watch Adam Jones in center field. He plays it like a shortstop. Unbelievable first step. There are times when he moves before the infield moves on balls.
Gosman is on. That is strikeout number 4. He has retired the first 9 batters faced. Orioles up 4-0. East wins page. Joe Biagini, Toronto pitched well first MLB start. They're going to give him another one. Happ and Sanchez are still on the DL with Toronto. The Yankees, how about that game last night? I wonder what time they got into the hotel. They're playing tonight. Interleague Series Cincinnati. They're going to need Masahiro Tanaka to both pitch and hit. He's looking for his 5th straight win, and the Red Sox offense coming alive for them. 5 home runs, 15 hits against the Twins yesterday. They've had 9 home runs now in the 3-game series. Orioles here have the 4-0 lead. Gonzalez at work, and a chopper will come right back to him. Play made to first. 1 pitch and an out. And the Orioles, who have the lead, 1 away here in the 3rd inning.
You can tell Gio really likes to put that fastball in on the right. He's getting in hard there on Machado. Be a little natural cut on that. A couple right off the fists.
Mark Trumbo and then Chris Davis coming up against Gonzalez, who, as you would expect, throws a lot of strikes. Mark with one of the 3 home runs in the 1st inning. That's a high for the Orioles this year in home runs in an inning. The Orioles early on held the #1 spot in the American League for home runs. They dropped down a little bit. They coming into the ball game, they were 6th in homers. They now have 39 on the year, which would move them up into 4th place. 1-0 delivery and a towering fly ball to center. This one's in the yard. Taylor, and there are 2 down.
Trumbo starting to get some elevation now, which is good. Squared up some line drives over the last series, and now getting that launch angle down.
The way these hitters are going, clearly the offensive discussions, I would say, before the game were about going after first pitches, that both pitchers were going to throw a lot of strikes.
Right.
Because the guys are coming up there swinging bats on both sides. They're not taking many pitches. 3 pitches, 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. And Chris Davis. Chris drew the walk his first time up. He came in on the home run by Mancini. Chris at first in the ball game. Trey Mancini DHing again. 1-0 delivery on the way. Chris with a big cut into the shift. That'll be played by Murphy. Makes the play. That's about as quickly as you can do it. 5 pitches to record the 3 outs here in the 3rd inning. Orioles on top 4-0. Baseball is brought to you by the all-wheel drive RAV4. Toyota, what drives you? Visit buyatoyota.com for great deals. And say goodnight to the sun and hello to the moon. I think that's a children's book somewhere along the way. That's a full moon, is it not? Beautiful sight. Orioles on top here. 4 runs, 4 hits. Nationals zeros across. Defoe at the plate, and Gausman will get the ground ball to short. Hardy off the backhand hustles and gets the out. The speedster, probably as fast as anybody on the team.
Now Hardy, nice play showing the range over on the second base side. How about the backhand play from deep in the hole and just cutting it loose on the money. Great speed out of the box. Hardy recognizing the speed, and he unleashes the cannon. A little extra in that arm. J.J. Hardy.
Oh, one away, and again coming on the first pitch. That'll bring up Worth, who grounded out his first time up.
You see Kevin Gausman, first pitch strikes, 9 out of 10. The key coming into this game.
He had not been doing that before. Kevin's pitch count compared to last year had been up by 2.5 pitches per inning. Not going to be here in this ball game. He'd gone from 17 to 19.5 pitches per inning from last year to this year. All those numbers that got so skewed and are still that way regarding the averages. Strikeouts to walks last year was almost 4-1. This year 1-1. 1-1 delivery on the way. That one will miss a little bit down low. Worth with power, but one of the most patient hitters in baseball. He takes a lot of pitches and rarely goes after bad pitches out of the strike zone.
Yeah, that's why he was so valued a few years ago.
That is a strike well located. 2-2.
Get that high on base percentage, still runs very well, and certainly has the power. Take a look at the pitch here from over the top. Nice catching the edge. Caleb Joseph helping a little bit.
2-2 delivery in the air to the gap. That's going to fall in. The Nationals will have their first base runner. Great job on the start, though, by Kevin Gausman. Harper coming up.
Well, take a look at the opponent average by pitch type. The lefties giving Kevin Gausman fits this year, and it was the split finger that has always been his bread and butter to contain the lefties. This year it's up to 308. Batting average all right, but really getting raked by the lefties in his off-speed pitches. Righty's hitting to a tune of 296 off the fastball, but right now Kevin Gausman pounding the bottom of the zone, getting great late movement on the split finger. Already a couple punch outs with that pitch.
Bryce Harper. You see the big numbers we told you about first time around for Harper. He was a strikeout victim first time up. Infield shifts, but not all the way around. Strike will be taken at the knees. Kevin Gausman. Harper 2 for 6 now against him, and now you see the full shift being employed by the Orioles after that first strike was thrown. This has been a problem for Kevin this year, not in this game, but opponents after he throws the first strike are hitting .339 against him, and the opposite when he throws a ball the first time it's .255. Everything's just been skewed in ways you can't really explain for Kevin, and tonight just doing everything the other way around again, throwing first pitch strikes, getting ahead, getting the outs after he gets ahead of hitters.
And the location has been good. It's either down around the knees or on the edges of the plate.
The 1-1's away. 2-1.
As well as he's pitched right now, he's still got to take it one pitch at a time. And the power in this club, especially here in the heart.
Harper with the 2-ball 1-strike count. Infield double play depth, even though they're in the shift. The outfield very deep. And he'll take the pitch down low. So he's going to get ahead on the count. 3 balls and 1 strike with Zimmerman waiting on deck.
Well, Harper last year got off to a pretty good start, but went into a funk in May, and the reason being he just started leaving the front side. And right now watching him against Gausman, he looks like he's a little jumpy up there. The front hip kind of twitching, trying to clear itself early.
3-1 lead at first, not big for Worth. Harper will go after it, and that big cut fouls it away. He is number 1 in on-base percentage. He and Zimmerman in the National League are 1 and 2 in that department in on-base percentage. Zimmerman's number 1 in all 3 of the Triple Crown categories coming into this matchup with the Orioles.
And Dusty Baker said he's been Bonds-like.
Yeah. Oof. 3 ball 2 strike count, only 1 away. Worth has not extended his lead at first base. Gausman the long look, runner not going, and Harper will draw the walk. So Harper on. He also leads in that category. That's his 26th walk, the most in the National League. 2 on, 1 out.
And this is where Kevin Goslin's really got to step up right here. Make some quality pitches. Dangerous hitter in the game stepping up.
So Ryan Zimmerman, those astronomical numbers even for this time of year. He's hitting .400 with runners in scoring position. Both he and Adam Jones have had unworldly numbers in these situations. Adam's still leading the American League in that department.
And talk about most barreled balls this season. Ryan Zimmerman leading the way with 19. Manny Machado on that list with 15. And in the sabermetric world now, barreled balls, expected batting average is up over 500 when you barrel up a ball. Zimmerman 19 times. That's going to lead to the extra high slugging percentage as well.
0-1 delivery to him will be fouled back. And as you would expect, this national team with all this offense, they are #1 with runners in scoring position as a team, hitting .326 as a ball club. That's the best in the majors. Dusty Baker's team has gotten them on, and they have gotten them in. It's been another problem area for Kevin Gausman. Teams hitting .294 against him in these situations. 0-2 count. Only one away. Double play depth again. Swing and a miss on a great pitch down and away.
His changeup is filthy tonight. And Ryan Zimmerman here. Take a look at the Mercedes pitch cast. Look at the bottom drop out. 86 miles an hour. He's throwing some cheese, and there it is, the Vulcan change. Looks like the heater coming. There it goes. Trap door opening up to get Zimmerman. The big leg kick, keeping the head behind the ball. Didn't count on that much movement though from Gausman. Beautiful pitch.
5 strikeouts, a season high for Kevin. So Murphy with 2 down, 2 on. He flied out his first time up, and the pitch is in there for a strike to him. Daniel Murphy, another left-hander. We mentioned the backward numbers for Kevin. Actually, the right-handers have had a higher average than the lefties. 338 to 296 coming into the game. 0-1 pitch. Gausman stays down. Will just miss with that. Count goes 1-1.
Nice pitch. Really executing that outside corner with both his fastball and the changeup. With some good misses, good purpose pitches from Gausman.
Kevin had retired 10 in a row before the base hit by Worth, who's at second base. 1-1 delivery on the way, followed low, and a 2-ball 1-strike count on Murphy.
Kevin Gausman is pitching right now, not throwing. Good feel for his pitches, making him very enticing. I'm looking at some of the best hitters in baseball right now, spitting on some nasty pitches.
Murphy 395 in these situations. 2-1 delivery on the way to him, and that's going to go to second base, and Jonathan Schoop hauls it in. A sinking line drive and a nice catch made by the Orioles second baseman. Getting back into the ball game, a late decision that the hand was all right, and there's certainly nothing wrong with the glove. Orioles lead it 4-0.
Highlights, first game of the Beltway series, and Joey Rickard getting the O's on the board first hitter of the game, 101 miles an hour off the bat. And Rickard pulls the hands in tight. How about Mark Trumbo getting on top of this heater? 108 miles an hour, leaves Camden Yards. Orioles 2-0 lead, and then boom, boom, Mancini. Yeah, it's T-shirt night, 105.9 miles an hour. Up again.
Here on the first pitch, Trey Mancini to center. And that will be hauled in by Taylor. Mancini out of there.
And those are the Geico highlights. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save.
We've had about as many first ball swings from both these teams as we've seen this year. Out recorded here in the fourth inning. Jonathan Scope coming up. Jonathan grounded out his first time up. Gonzalez and Gausman both working quickly in the ball game, and the pitch will be taken away for a ball. And this is not unusual that Gonzalez would have the tough first inning and then kind of settle in. What is unusual is that he gave up 3 home runs and 4 total in the first inning. That he hadn't done before.
Right. Well, Bopper's there in the Orioles dugout. Trumbo and Rickard, and of course Mancini. 3 home runs, all done different ways. I mean, Rickard had to really pull his hands in tight on a good fastball from Gio Gonzalez, and then after a changeup down and away to Trumbo, he just tries to change the eye level up over the head, and how Trumbo got on top, beyond me. Beautiful swing just to tomahawk that one out. Mancini was just powder river, and he doesn't miss.
Strike taken, high strike, and the count goes to 3-1. Scope hitting $176 off left-handers coming into the ball game. Much better, obviously, against the righties. That one at 84 had him out in front on a big cut, and the count goes full 3-2. Gonzalez, full count delivered to Scope. Takes that one in the air to the gap, left center field. That's heading to the wall. That's going to fall in, come off the top of the wall on a hop. Taylor will get it in, and it is an easy stand-up double for Jonathan Scope.
Jonathan Scope not feeling too good with that bruise on the right hand, but dig it a little deeper, picking up his 7th double right there, almost picking up a home run. Short hop in the wall.
Don't throw a punch now. We don't need to hurt that hand again. Oriole fans, when the O's score 5 runs or more, get 50% off regular menu price online orders at papajohns.com with the promo code Orioles5. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. So the Orioles get a runner at second, and that will bring up J.J. Hardy. Hardy bounced back to the pitcher. Fine snag made by Gonzalez, his first time up. Even though the Orioles have 4 runs, 5 hits, this is going to be their first with a runner in scoring position to have an at-bat. The Orioles are 3rd in the American League, hitting .294 as a team in these situations. Lake Showalter's Ball Club has been up there in the top 3 through the first 6 weeks now of the season.
Yeah, they've picked it up with more opportunities though here recently, which is good. It seems like a lot more contributors in this Orioles offense, 1 through 9. Every night a different hero, and putting some big numbers on the board.
1 ball, 1 strike count. Pretty good lead at second. Jonathan challenging Gonzalez out there. And the pitch will be taken inside. Count goes to 2-1. JJ, an RBI opportunity. He's had some, hasn't got a big average. The hits have not come the way he would like them, but he's been able to drive in 8 runs with a 192 batting average and score 5. So he's had some key hits in situations like this. 2-1, that one got away. Slipped out of his hand. Fortunately, he got enough of a pull on it to keep it catchable.
Well, Hardy makes game-changing plays with his glove. He's picked up some game-winning hits. Won a game on a base knock up in Cincinnati. I think once this weather starts warming up a little bit, a lot of things will come to life with Hardy squaring up more balls.
Here's the 3-1 delivery to him, and that's way outside. 2 that were nowhere close. And there is walk number 2, 2 on, and only 1 away. Now the Birds are going to be returning to Oriole Park May 19 to begin a 3-game series with the Jays. Enjoy the first fireworks night presented by Kaiser Permanente. And on Saturday, May 20, celebrate Maryland Day. All fans get the replica Maryland flag script jersey presented by Morgan State. For tickets, Orioles.com or 888-848-BIRD. Caleb Joseph, 2 on and 1 out. And he'll take the pitch away for a ball.
Matt Wieters out to settle Gonzalez down a little bit. Gonzalez's last start had 7 punch-outs, but the 7 walks we talked about didn't let any of those runs or those walks score. Matt Wieters had to make about 5 or 6 visits to settle Gonzalez down. Hoping that'll do the trick here in the 4th inning.
We were talking before the game with some of the Nationals people, and Gonzalez himself has given credit to Matt Wieters for the difference from last year to this year in an ERA that goes from 4.5 to 1.64, saying Matt's taking control of the game, and at times like that he goes out, settles him down, whereas last year Gonzalez would get ruffled and the game would get out of hand. That's going to be a base hit into left center field. Jonathan Scope will score. Throw will come into second. Caleb Joseph hit number 2 and an RBI for a 5-0 lead.
Boy, this Orioles offense is dangerous when the bottom of the order starts heating up. Already a couple knocks and a walk. Caleb Joseph driving in a run here. A good pitch down at the bottom of the zone, and Caleb just goes down and gets himself some. Jonathan Scope, his secondary, easily scoring for second base. But how about Hardy sneaking in the 3rd? Base running there.
4th RBI for Caleb, and the Orioles extend the lead to 5-0. Gonzalez having one of the tougher starts, and Mike Maddox, the pitching coach, out to talk with him as he'll work here with runners at 1st and 3rd and only 1 away. Caleb, that's going to be his first home RBI since September 11 of last year. The RBIs that, or 15 rather, not last year because he didn't have any. September of 2015. Caleb, who didn't have the RBIs last season, now getting some playing time and bringing them home. Hardy at 3rd.
Yeah, he's starting to look good, and I think a lot of it is just the matter of getting more consistent playing time. He's getting more repetitions, starting to trust his eyes and his hands working together, squaring up more baseballs.
Joey Rickard with a leadoff homer has also grounded out, gets a chance 1st and 3rd, 1 away. And the pitch will be taken. It'll be inside for a ball. Rickard has done the job the Orioles wanted out of him in a platoon situation. Hitting .318 against lefties, .231 off right-handers. 1-0 count. Previous high in runs against Gonzalez this year is 3. Orioles already have 5. Pitch, that one's going to miss down low. The hits, most hits against him, 7. A couple of times Miami in his first start, and Colorado a couple of starts ago had 7. But for Mike Maddox, he's seeing Gonzalez getting roughed up more than he has been at this portion of a game in any of his starts. Here's the 2-0 delivery, and that will be on the outside corner. Leaning out, Joey Rickard let it go. 2-1.
A pretty good pitch, staying down, and Joey Rickard, he's open for that ground ball double play for sure. He's surprised if he tries to go back down and in. Hit one right to Rendon at 3rd base. You see him working the kneecaps and the edges.
2 ball, 1 strike count. Breeze dying down again. 2-1 delivery on the way. Gonzalez comes inside, hits the bat or the hand. And a foul ball off the bat as Rickard backs away in a 2 ball 2 strike count. Buck kind of cocking his head on that one, and what did it get?
And you see the little check swing, and boy, it just grazed the knuckles before it hit the bat head, didn't it? Boy, that was close.
That can hurt you. The record seems to be all right, and a 2-ball 2-strike count. Wieters with a sign for Gonzalez, wants the inside and down. 2-2 delivery on the way, and that's another long hard hit foul ball.
Joey Rickard getting him out of there. Because he tried to come in on a fastball, where Rickard deposited one over that left field wall. Back in the first inning, that solo shot. Joey chasing him out of the zone there.
Gonzalez came into this game with runners in scoring position. He had given up only 2 hits and 29 at bats. Orioles are already 1 for 1, and that one is foul back, and the count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. People keep asking legitimately, when you look at the numbers, how the Orioles winning all these games. They don't have anybody in the offensive category leaderboards, maybe one, but their team numbers are in the middle of the pack, offensively and pitching. But every game they find a way to do what's necessary to win that game.
Boy, early on they weren't scoring any runs, and they were winning close ball games, low scoring games, and it just isn't their MO. They typically have to score, like most teams, 4 runs or more, but they were winning the tight ball games. They were getting some great pitching, you know, from their starters. Of course, Dylan Bundy has been exceptional. The pitch right there, the Rickard fouls off. But the timely hitting, you know, the good defense, all that stuff kind of comes into play when you showed Buck Showalter right there. The detail of a baseball game, I think Buck has highlighted more than any other manager, and those little things can change the outcomes of ball games, and the Orioles play that kind of baseball.
2-2 is going to go to third. Chance for 2. Low throw, bobble, everybody's safe. Never got it in the glove. J.J. Hardy will score. Rickard is on at first. The throw from Rendon to Murphy was in the dirt, and Murphy trying to scoop it, never got a handle.
Yeah, take a look here. The pitch that he wanted, it's the ground ball to Rendon, but the ball down low, and Murphy he doesn't go out and get it. It looked like it hit off the base. He's a late getting to the bag, and unfortunate miscue right there.
He thought he was going to get hit in the face.
Yeah, all he's got to do is step over the base. Be an easy double play.
So the Orioles keep it alive. Another run in. It is 6-0. Error charged on the throw. E5. And the Orioles have 2 in here in the 4th inning. And here's Adam Jones, first and second. Adam will silo that one behind the plate. Matt Wieters, and he's got room and puts it away, and Adam slams the bat down going after that first pitch and becomes the 2nd out. Manny Machado will get the opportunity.
Boy, has he been finding his swing here lately, squaring up balls, hitting home runs all over the place. Machado rising to the occasion last 11 games. How about that .311 batting average? 5 home runs, scored 12 runs, 11 RBI. That .370 average against the Nats, the highest among active players. And him being shut down right now, but he is definitely due.
So 2 on, 2 out. Manny Machado is struck out, grounded out, 4 for 12 off the left-hander. Gonzalez's pitch will be outside for a ball. Manny hitting .265 off lefties, .225 off right-handers, and there's the overall number on the year. Orioles now with the 6 runs on the board. 2 more here in the 4th inning. 1-0 delivery on the way. Machado will take that one up high. Gonzalez coming into this game, it allowed 7 earned runs all year. The Orioles already have 6. .2-0 delivery on the way. That will be a strike as it catches the inside corner. Jeff Nelson, historically the home plate umpire, has been predominantly a pitcher's umpire. Most of the calls that might be questionable tend to go the way of the guy on the mound. Looks pretty straight up so far in this ball game. 2 ball 1 strike count. Runners off first and second base. Gonzalez delivers. Manny takes and way outside.
And Gonzalez definitely be careful right here with Manny Machado. Trying to work the perimeter. Nothing on the plate. And he's starting to square everything up. That's a strike. He just has to command his strike zone right now.
3-1. Joseph, Rickert, the base runners. Manny goes after it. It'll go to short. Slipped and makes the throw. Defoe that time almost had that back foot go out from under him. Orioles add a couple more. 6-0 O's. Orioles baseball on MASN, brought to you by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. Brought to you by visitannapolis.org. Create your moment at visitannapolis.org. And by Johns Hopkins Orthopedics, serving the community for over 125 years. Monsieur Palmer in Legends Park. Come to the ballpark. Make sure you get out there and see the 6 great statues honoring 6 great Orioles. They're at Legends Park, out beyond the center field wall. It's kind of a nice place to go visit and just sit for a moment if you get here before the ball game.
Oh yeah, it's awesome out there.
Kevin Gausman staked to the 6-0 lead. First pitch will be taken inside for a ball. Rendon will be followed by Lynn and then Wieters. Top half of the 5th inning. 2 pitchers who are throwing lots of strikes and hitters ready to go after them. The Orioles are the ones who found the holes or out of the yard. Orioles getting on the board in that first inning. Home runs. Joey Rickert leading it off. Trumbo a solo shot. Davis walked and Mancini hit one. And just like that, the Orioles had 4 runs on 3 hits. They added to it RBI single by Joseph and a run scoring on an error in that last half inning. That's going to be down the line. Heading for second base. Ball goes all the way to the wall. It'll be a stand-up double. Rendon is on. Leadoff 2-bagger here in the 5th inning. In our Major League Notebook, some final notes on the celebration that took place yesterday. Sunday's 4-0 win against the White Sox, 2000s here at the Yard. 3 players' careers began in the 60s. Played in this ballpark. Nolan Ryan, Carlton Fisk, and our own Rick Dempsey. 9th straight win by a team hosting the venue's 2000th game. I mean, that's just fortuitous. Started at Riverfront in '95. And the 2.4 home runs per game, the highest at any stadium that's had at least 2,000 Major League games played in it. That record is likely going to be broken, the home run part of it, though. Coors Field is getting ready to celebrate an anniversary and of 2,000 games, and the home run rate at Coors Field is 2.66 per game. Here at Camden Yards, 2.4.
Uh-huh.
But they haven't reached 2,000 yet.
So we got the title.
Adam Lynn, and the ball foul back. Well, this year the home runs are being hit everywhere. Long ones.
Long.
We talk about it off air. We've talked with other players. Jim's talked about it, believing the ball is just much tighter, wound tighter, more solid, jumps off the bat faster than ever.
Yeah, it is amazing. And it affects everything.
Yeah.
You know, Miley got hit by a couple line drives, 100 miles an hour, over 100, both of them.
Lord. 1-1 delivery on the way. Now we've seen pitchers who have, and I don't think this will happen to Wade, but we've seen pitchers who have had that happen to them come back with a flinch.
Oh yeah.
Because why wouldn't you?
No kidding.
Why would you come back, number one?
Yeah.
And if you come back, yikes. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Leadoff man on at second base. Nationals trying to get on the board. Picking up just their second hit of the ball game. And that one will miss. 3 ball, 1 strike count.
Kevin Gausman really pitched to Adam Lind in his first at bat. Didn't give in with the changeup, but falling behind here. Better be careful.
3 ball, 1 strike count. And taken. That'll be there for a strike at the knees. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Washington obviously trying to get some base runners on here, trailing 6-0 in the ball game. So willing to take the count full was Adam Lind if he could get a walk off that last pitch, and he couldn't. 3-2 runner off second. Foul back will do it again.
And Kevin, a unique ability to turn it up a little bit. He gets 2 strikes, 96 miles an hour on the fastball right there. He's been working down in the low 90s. Get into the count. Trying to stay away from Adam Lind.
3-2 for the second time. Hardy moves in behind the runner at second. Lind goes after it, and he's gone. Strikeout number 6, each is a new season high for Kevin Gausman.
Didn't quite get it where Caleb Joseph wanted it, but still holding the good velocity. Has been on his game, so Lind a little bit in between, maybe thinking about the changeup. It's that 3-2 fastball get by him.
1 down. Here's Matt Wieters, who grounded out. Hardy made a really nice play on him. Take away a hit. Shift was on. It's not entirely on here, and the pitch is there for a strike. Matt too has been on fire in these situations. 438 with runners in scoring position. No wonder they lead the world in offense with the numbers they've got with guys on base. Hardy moves over now. Pitch will be taken in the dirt. Holding on at second base. Rendon not going anywhere. Joseph stopped it right to his right.
Yeah, nice pick right there by Caleb Joseph. Rendon out there. Big shift. Jonathan Scope slowly but surely starting to inch his way back. Give himself a little bit more room.
1 ball, 1 strike count, 1 away. Gausman's delivery to him. That was mano a mano. Home run swing on a 95 fastball.
Matt Wieters leaning back on that piece of cheese. 95. Oh, belt high. Unfortunately for Gausman, it got fouled straight back.
Matt, of course, in his first game against his former team and his first at bats against his former battery mate. 1-2 delivery on the way. Wieters pumps it foul the other way. 79 on that one, so a real good differential on these pitches.
Oh, nice try. A little backdoor breaking ball to slow Matt Wieters down and open up the top of the zone with the high heater if he wants. Of course, that split finger, Matt Wieters knows that's his bread and butter against the lefties.
Gausman ahead on the count here, 1-2. Rendon off second base. Pitch will just miss outside. Unlike Gonzalez tonight, Gonzalez's pitches in these situations have missed the mark by a mile when he's got a pitch to try and tease a hitter. Kevin's been right there.
Everything really has a purpose right now. No wasted pitches from Kevin Gausman.
2 ball, 2 strike delivery on the way. upstairs. Hitters do have to protect on that high pitch tonight because Jeff Nelson is calling the high strike. We've seen that a number of times, so the hitters know that. So anything up near that upper end of the strike zone, you better go after it. 7th pitch of this at bat coming to Wieters.
Plus, it's a tough pitch just to lay off of anyway. I mean, right at your eyes, you see it so well, you think you get on top of it, but a little more light.
Got him on a called strike. Located that one down. Matt didn't think so. It'll be the 7th strikeout for Gausman.
Now, Wieters not liking the call. How about the velocity? 97 miles an hour. This fastball working its way back over the middle of the plate. I think it was the velocity that locks Wieters up.
And on the box, you saw it was there for a strike. So 2 down, 7 strikeouts. Down to third and foul. Runners still at second base, but now there are 2 away. Gausman's career high in strikeouts is 10. Did that against Toronto back in September of 2015. You see the first pitch strikes way up there. This is the Kevin Gausman that the Orioles have been looking for. 0-1 count, 2 down. Taylor, a strikeout victim, his first time up. He'll wave at one, breaking down and away. Had no chance on that one. 0-2.
Man, quite a pitch right there from Kevin Gausman. 87 miles an hour. A hard slider. Located very well. Got the full arsenal working tonight.
Yeah. 0-2. We'll take it. Good pitch. You saw Caleb Joseph flash that glove, saying that's where we wanted it, right there, close enough to make him look.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you give him the look of the good slider down there, and it ends up down and away. And that's just what Caleb needs to play the next pitch off of it.
Taylor 1-2. Way outside. Good stop made by Joseph. Taylor, a high prospect in their system for the past few years. The best defensive outfielder, rated that in the Washington system for 4 straight years, and now getting a chance to play regularly in center field. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Pitch on the way to him, and that's going to be up high.
So he's playing center field this year. Trey Turner was a center fielder last year. Will be playing, typically playing shortstop.
Yep.
Getting a day today. There's a look at Trey.
Adam Eaton out. It's a big loss for them in this lineup, even with all the hitting they're doing. He's on the 10-day with a left knee strain. Down to third, fair ball. Got around on that one. That will score Rendon easily. He goes into second base. Ball stuck in the corner, but he'll stop there. And the Nationals are on the board. Taylor gets the 2-out RBI. It makes it a 6-1 game.
Well, he hammered that pitch from Kevin Gausman. Then the little slider again that stayed up and over the plate. And it is whistled by Manny Machado, hooking hard, over 100 miles an hour off the bat. Platinum Glover can't even flag that one down. He gets a stake on the end as well.
So Taylor comes through with 2 away, and the Nationals are on the board. Taylor gets his 4th RBI. This is the 22nd game he has been in. And another runner in scoring position. Defoe, the leadoff batter. As we said, very fast. Even with 2 down, Machado is going to play just off the grass or just on it at third base. Saw him almost beat out a ground ball to short last time up. 2 down, big cut, and a strike on him.
Yeah, just selling out on the Kevin Gausman fastball. He's been rushing up there in the mid-90s here in this inning. And he just pulls the string on a change and get into the count.
0-1 count, 2 down. Big lead at second, not trying to hold Taylor. Defoe will take the pitch away, and the count will go to 1-1. You do know that in a game like this, in all games true, but when you have an offense like this, you're never going to have enough.
No,
either of these teams, because both can be very explosive, as the Orioles showed in that first inning. 1-1 strike delivery to him off the fists. Hardy, long run. Rickert coming. Hardy makes a nice catch. Rickert going down to get out of the way and make sure there was no collision. So Washington will pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. Hardy, another big defensive play for the O's. And it's time for the Unlimited Baseball break, brought to you by T-Mobile. Take a look at some of the action going on affecting the East. Toronto leads Cleveland 4-zip, 5th inning. Goins 1 for 2, 2-run homer. Stroman pitching, 4 innings, no runs, 4 hits. Kansas City's got the lead. Tampa Bay 3-1 in the 4th. Carnes has gone the 3, given up 1 run, 5 strikeouts, and only 4 hits. The Yankees, who got in at 6 o'clock this morning after that 18-inning ball game in Chicago, are leading Cincinnati 4-1 in the 4th. Sanchez 1 for 1, a couple of RBIs. Tanaka going for his 5th in a row, run on 4 hits over the first 3 innings. And the pitch will be taken down low for a ball. Mark Trumbo delivered a home run, his 3rd in the first inning, flied out. Trumbo, Davis, and Mancini are due up for the Orioles. Gio Gonzalez delivers, and the pitch up high, 2-0. Gonzalez has fallen behind a number of hitters, which is unusual for him. And the pitch away. The Orioles getting their 3rd at bat against him, and again, to show you the success they're having against a tough pitcher, through the lineup against Gonzalez this year, 213 the first time, 214 the second, and 214 the third. And here he walks the leadoff batter on 4 straight pitches. All right, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule, brought to you by Heritage Automotive, offering you 20 convenient locations throughout the Baltimore area. Visit them in store or online at heritagedealers.com.
Well, the Beltway Series continues here at Camden Yards tomorrow. Nationals 7 o'clock tomorrow night, and down in Nats Park. And the Orioles will take them on 2 7 o'clock start games.
Well, the Orioles get the leadoff man on for Chris Davis. 3 walks surrendered by Gonzalez. 6 runs, 6 hits for the Orioles, 1 run, 3 hits, and an error on the Nationals. Davis, a walk, a run scored. He's grounded out, breaking ball away.
I think the Orioles may have chased him out of the zone in that first inning. They're making some pretty good contact. He's being extra careful right now.
Just 9 out of 22 first pitch strikes, Mike.
Wow.
And that is really unusual for Gonzalez. 1-1 delivery on the way. Davis going for Utah, and a 1-ball 2-strike count.
Gonzalez kind of Checking his back a little bit right there. Didn't make a good face after coming back from that fastball.
Runner off first, 1 ball, 2 strike count. Davis goes after, a little chopper to first, nice backhand play. Zimmerman 1, relay to first, and they'll turn 2.
Wow.
Good effort right there.
You can see how they covered all the bags right there. A pretty interesting play with the shift on. And Zimmerman, a nice job bouncing off the base. Gave himself a little lane. Check it out. Okay, Zimmerman bounces off. He flips it to the third baseman, Rendon. Who's covering? The second baseman, Murphy. That's a little Omaha audible right there. Making sure every base is covered.
Don't get a 3-5-4 all the time.
No, sir.
So 2 down, and the pitch taken for a strike. Mancini's 7th home run in the first inning, 2 RBIs, has since flied out. Gonzalez delivers. Mancini has now gone to the top of the list again. The most extra base hits in the first 26 games of a major league career for an Oriole. Trey Mancini and Kurt Belfry tied at 14 extra base hits, leading the Orioles all time. Belfry and Mancini. Manny Machado, some of the other names. Machado's got 11, Scope 10, Baylor 10, Eddie Murray had 9. That's extra base hits in the first 26 games of a major league career. 14 for Mancini, and he's got a chance to add to it in this game.
Yes, he does. A good changeup right there from Gio Gonzalez. Dive bomb action on the plate.
2 down, nobody on. Almost a shift against Mancini. Speed delivery is going to miss away.
A big reason why Mancini's had so much success both here at the major league level and throughout his minor league career. Not a lot of wasted body movement. You know, he's got the high leg kick, but the head stays still and trusts the hands.
And he'll be getting a few of those in light of the way he's hitting. So the Orioles keep it alive with a 2-out walk. Hey, time for the Beltway Series Trivia Scramble. Which Oriole had a career .370 batting average versus the Nationals coming into tonight's game? Unscramble the answer. Text it to 29292 for your chance to win a meet and greet with Adam Jones. Brought to you by the University of Maryland, University College.
I know that one.
Did you get it?
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
I couldn't look at it because I was reading.
I know. I'll write it down. I'll share it.
Okay. Jonathan Scope, double, has scored a run, and he has grounded out. And the Orioles will try and mount a 2-out rally off Gonzalez. Mancini held at first base by Zimmerman. There's that big breaking ball again at 76.
Yeah, it is a slow one. Trying to get the hitters out in front. Basically uses it to steal strikes. Loves his fastball. Of course, he's been flipping in that changeup to the righties quite frequently in this ball game.
0-2 the count, 2 down. Into the seats and out of play. Into the massive amount of orange shirts that say Mancini. Given out tonight. And actually kind of needed tonight as the temperature continues to drop on us here. 0-2. And over the top. That's held on to on a foul tip. No runs, couple of walks in the inning, only 1 left on base. Orioles lead it. Well, what a job by the Orioles. 6-1 is the lead, and those 3 home runs, 4 runs on those homers in the first inning. And the Orioles here in game 1 of 2 games to be played here, then 2 in Washington, staking themselves to a very nice lead, and Kevin Gausman's done the rest.
Yeah, he's looked real well tonight. You see the strike to ball ratio. He's been aggressive getting ahead of these hitters. A little problem last inning, but all in all, boy, you hope this is the start that it's Kevin Gausman to turn the corner.
Worth just kind of nubs that one the other way on a swing that took him down on one knee. 5 home runs and the 10 RBIs. Talked about the Orioles with their great record. If they score first, Orioles have been at the top of the pile, 13-2, number 1 in the majors. Foul tipped. Caleb Joseph. That one bounced in front of him. He wasn't sure where it went. He did know it hit his head.
Got a little Jeff Nelson here as well. Take a look. The high fastball right over the top of the glove. Gets them all. Gets everybody. Caleb.
Pinball machine.
Wow. And Jeff Nelson.
0-2 count. And Gausman's pitch will be down low. Another area the Orioles lead, and the Orioles have lost only 2 games where they have had a lead at any point in the game. 2. That's the fewest in the majors. The Nationals bullpen has had its problems. They have 7 blown lead losses this year. At any point in the game where they've had a lead, they've lost 7.
And they blew a tough one yesterday.
Yeah.
They were up in the 8th inning. Gave it back.
2 ball, 2 strike count. Worth will take it outside. Again, that patience he has. The most unusual movements for Dusty Baker's Worth come at the plate when he takes those pitches. He
yeah.
kind of dances away.
Yeah, he's fighting it for sure. He wants to swing.
Steps out of the batter's box. 3-2 on the 7th pitch of the at bat. He'll bloop it down the line in right field. Will it stay fair? No.
Boy, yeah, he was fighting to take some nasty pitches, and they're just fighting to keep it alive. Another one, tough one down and away. Just reaching out, trying to put it in play.
He gives you a lot to watch when he's at the plate, and when he's in the field, for that matter.
Yeah.
He reminds me a bit of Hunter Pence in their actions. They're always in motion, always moving, something, dancing, jumping around. Successfully so, I might add. 3-2 delivery on the way, and he pounds that one in the air to center. Adam Jones going back on the warning track wall. Can't get it. It'll hit the base of the wall. He'll get backup support. Trumbo will get it in. Adam's still sitting out there in the warning track. And a double for Worth.
Man, Adam
I think he just thought he should have caught that.
Yeah, he had a beat on that one. That was a good line. Nice piece of hitting by Worth after fouling off some tough ones, and he cuts this one into the right center gap. And how far Adam Jones has to go, just out of the reach. He has got a beat on it for sure. Maybe an inch or less off the end of the glove. Quite an effort there by Mr. Jones. Nice job by Trumbo. Be backing up.
Yep, he was right there. So again, a leadoff man on. A leadoff double in the 5th inning by Rendon would score. Leadoff double by Worth here in the 6th inning. 4 hits on the board against Kevin Gausman. And Bryce Harper. He's drawn a walk and he is struck out. Harper against the Orioles, just a career .229 hitter with 1 home run. Came here at Camden Yards. He's only hit .216. Runner's going to go. Caleb up, got a chance. Throw. That's going to bounce away. Worth says not. That's far enough. I'll stay right here at third base.
Oh, pretty good read right there by Jason Worth. Not a bad job by Caleb. Tough pitch to block. And Worth anticipating it out there at second base. See it just kicking away. His feet were active. He was thinking about getting to third base. I don't know if he jammed his hand or if the ball caught him on the leg or something, but he just decided to stay right there. Nice effort by Machado to try to keep that one in the infield.
So Worth's on at third with nobody out. First wild pitch of the year for Kevin Gausman. And Harper gets the RBI chance. He'll get a big lead off third. Orioles have a shift on. Harper going for the long ball, and 1 ball, 1 strike count.
What a nice pitch there. Great change up, good fade, down and away. All about executing the pitch. Perfectly executed.
Missing the last 3 games. Harper back in action for this series against the Orioles. The 1-1 up the middle. Goes behind second. Can't get it. Run will score. Probably an infield hit. Would have been almost an impossible play for Hardy, even if fielded cleanly. It is a single and an RBI for Harper.
Yeah, I think all Gausman could have hoped for is maybe he flags that one down. Hardy showing a lot of range in this ball game here. Keeping it in the infield, but Harper with great speed out of the box on the left side. Easily would have beat that one out. Picks up an RBI as well.
Oh, the Nationals chipping away, as that's RBI number 28 for Bryce Harper. And with nobody out, a runner on at first and Ryan Zimmerman. Short lead for Harper. Zimmerman will take it inside for a ball. .435 average, number 1 in the league. 13 home runs, number 1 in the league. 34 runs batted in, number 1 in the National League. More hits, more multi-hit games than any other National League player for Ryan Zimmerman.
And hitting them everywhere. Not one-dimensional.
Fouls that one straight back. So Zimmerman, a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Not that he's had bad years in the past. You look at Caleb Joseph, but for Zimmerman to have this kind of a start. Wow.
Yeah. Well, he's been really battling through some injuries in the last few seasons. Had some arm problems. Moved over to first base.
He'll pop that one up off the fist. Jonathan Scope back. He's got it lined up and will make the catch. And Zimmerman a very big out here in the 6th inning. Orioles single game tickets are now on sale. Reserve your seats for upcoming promotions, including Orioles Maryland flag script replica jersey, Manny Machado starting lineup figure, Zach Britton bobblehead, and more. For tickets, go to Orioles.com/tickets or 888-848-BIRD. Speaking of Zach Britton on the West Coast, doctor's visit to take a look at that arm. No report before the game, but Showalter hoped there would be a report after the game from California.
Everybody kind of keeping their fingers crossed there. Historic year last year for Britton. You could just tell he's been a little off since spring training. Had that oblique strain, and boy, hasn't gotten right since.
Ground ball down to first is going to be fouled. Then Duquette had a word about not only his closer but also pitching in general.
Yeah, he says we're going to need all the pitching depth we have. We're going to have to get some information here in the next few days. I don't think is anything particularly serious. I think it's a soft tissue strain, and we're going to have to make a little more patience to get him back into his role. Maybe rushed a little too soon coming off that forearm injury the first time.
And Zach blamed himself for that a bit. He wanted to get back in a hurry. Fouled away. It's interesting. Both of these teams, here they are at the top of the pile or close to it in their respective leagues, and both struggling when it comes to closers. The Nationals, they have had 5 pitchers who have picked up at least 1 save. 5 already this year. And the Orioles have 5 who have had an opportunity to get saves. Givens and Hart have not picked one up, but they've been put in that situation. And you got Brock, Britton, and O'Day, all who have saves. That ball's fouled back again. So 2 clubs winning with 2 managers who are having to juggle what goes on out there in the bullpen on a game-to-game basis.
I think Buck may have the advantage, though, of relievers that have had those positions in the past as a closer. Both Givens and Donnie Hart closed in the minor leagues. Of course, Darren O'Day, no stranger to high leverage situations, and I think on paper Brad Brock might have the best swing and miss rate than any pitcher with all 3 of his pitches.
0-2 delivery just reached. Manny Machado up. Jonathan Scope relay to first, not in time. The fielder's choice. They get Harper in the force out at second base.
Boy, it looked like an easy double play ball. He got hung up on Manny's end to start with. And Murphy definitely beats it out.
Buck took a moment to take a look at it. No challenge.
Yeah, a little slow developing double play there. Never able to finish it up.
So Murphy on, fielder's choice. Here's Rendon. He had a double in the 5th inning and scored, and he has gone down on strikes. Kevin Gausman has walked only 1. He has struck out a season high 7. Gonzalez on the other side, 4 walks and 2 strikeouts. And the pitch at the knees for a strike. 98 on that pitch count. Get the club through 6 innings. Buck will be somewhat happy.
I think he'd be very happy. I mean, hey, Kevin Gausman getting deeper in the ball game, pitching much better. It's like he found something with his delivery. He and Roger McDowell have been working hard at it. A lot of it is just staying on that backside, having a firm foundation, and making sure he gives his arm time to get back over the top. A little cross-body delivery. Sometimes that arm can't finish over the front side.
6 innings, his high on the year. He has done that twice against once against Toronto, once against the Yankees, going a full 6 innings. And here in this one, trying to get that done for the 3rd time. 2 ball, 1 strike count, 2 away. Rendon with a runner on at first base, a run in on the RBI base hit by Harper. And a swing and a miss right through that. Just did not get good timing on that pitch.
Boy, unbelievable action on the change from Kevin Gausman, though. Ball's moving all over the place. Ball can change. Whew. Great arm speed. Good action at the bottom of the zone.
And the 2-2 delivery on the way, fouled off outside of third base. So Anthony Rendon keeps his at bat alive. Again tomorrow night we will be back here at Camden Yards, game 2 of Aldo Jimenez, Max Scherzer. Then the series will move to Washington, where Wade Miley takes on Steven Strasburg in game number 3, and then Dylan Bundy will work game 4, going for his 6th win. Dylan 5-1. Washington has not yet named the starter for game 4. 2-2 pitch inside.
Try one of those good purpose pitches. You're painting on the inside corner. You're brushing them off the plate to open up the outer edge.
Good numbers against the Orioles for Rendon. He's hit .289 with a couple of home runs against the Orioles, and .313 here in this ballpark. 3-2 count, 2 down. Runner will be going at first base. Pitch on the way. Rendon will fight it off.
Pretty short swing right there. Of course, short stroked him to right field for a double in his last at bat. Now Rendon has been heating up as well. Really the whole Nats offense, but he picked up a 6-for-6 game a few games ago. Pretty impressive performance by him.
Givens getting ready in the bullpen. 106, the most thrown by Gausman this year. 3-2, runner going, ground ball to third. Manny Machado backs up, side saddles, makes the throw, and got him on a tag. Chris Davis coming down. Ball drew him off. He reaches and gets him right there. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left on base. It's Miller time, brought to you by Miller Lite.
The Orioles Gold Glove shortstop flashing the leather today. Great first step on the glove side range right here from his knees. How about this play in the hole? Look at the speed from Defoe, 4.14 down the line, running 20 miles an hour, but Hardy unleashing the cannon and showing the range here, almost the length of a football field, flagging this one down, maxing out at 17.5 miles an hour. Yeah, J.J. Hardy, he's got a collection of Gold Gloves behind him. He's showing why tonight.
So the Orioles with the 6-2 lead. Hardy, Joseph, and Joey Rickard top of the order. Gio Gonzalez's pitch at 90 away. Up to 93 for Gonzalez tonight in pitches thrown. Hardy the walk, a run scored in the 4th inning. 4 walks surrendered by Gonzalez, and 2 of the 4 have come around to score. We mentioned the difference that is from the last game where he had 7 and none of them scored. 7 walks. 2-0 pitch on the way and a strike to JJ.
Yeah, he was all over the place in his last start. Really couldn't command it. I think a lot of times though, pitchers who work the perimeter, especially a pitcher like Gonzalez, pitch to that weak contact.
That one to right. We'll get under that one and put it away. Hardy is retired. For every Orioles walk, Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield contributes $50, supporting the American Diabetes Association. 86 walks, $4,300. Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield encourages each of us to take that first step towards a healthier and more active lifestyle. Tillman back in the rotation. Roger McDowell, pitching coach, with him. Chris having a bit of a rocky start and then settled it in.
Boy, yeah, he did. He had a rough start. Started the game off with a couple walks, but got better as he went. I'll tell you, Roger McDowell's got to feel good about his rotation starting to stabilize.
Caleb Joseph, couple of hits, 2 for 2 in the ball game. Try and start another rally here for the Orioles from the number 9 spot. Gonzalez 2-0 pitch to him. Fought that one off. That was riding in. Counts 2-1. There's Cisco Pena, had to come out of the ball game with that thumb.
Yeah, had some cramps in yesterday's game. Picked up a couple hits though.
And he is okay and back and ready to go. Another base hit. Caleb Joseph with a 3 for 3 ball game, putting him where they ain't, and 1 on and 1 down. Let's take a look at our PNC minor league report. PNC for the achiever in you.
Robert Andino having a great year down in AAA Norfolk. The batting average the last 10 games at .289. 3 home runs, picking up the long ball, scoring 5 runs, some stakes as well. And 7 runs batted in and a stolen base. He's having himself a very good year. 6 doubles, 6 home runs on the year for Andino.
Oh, the Orioles piling up some hits here. 3 of them going to Caleb Joseph, his first 3-hit ball game of the year, his 3rd multi-hit game of the year. There's Caleb on at first, and here's Joey Rickard.
Rickard, of course, last year the spark plug. And the Orioles had a great month of April. This year started on the shelf on the DL, but certainly a spark plug in this game, getting things going with the homer.
His leadoff home run, the first for the Orioles, as we mentioned, is the 2nd that he has had in his career for a leadoff homer. Since then, he has popped out and has reached on an error. 1 ball, 1 strike count on the Orioles leadoff batter. Adam Jones on deck. Gonzalez delivers to him and will miss away. Didn't go around. 2 ball, 1 strike count. So Trinan up in the bullpen as Gonzalez approaches the finish line on the outing, where the Orioles have tic-tacked him pretty good. 2-1 pitch on the way. In the air, right center field, backing up with room. Taylor makes the catch all the way down to second. Joseph, he'll go back to first base. The season's first firework night presented by Kaiser Permanente is Friday, May 19. Orioles will be taking on Toronto Good seats available. Are going fast. Get your tickets at Orioles.com or 888-848-BIRD. Always popular fireworks night. Adam Jones has popped out and grounded out. Adam Jones, Manny Machado have been two of the best over the years in the series against the Nationals. Manny's had a .370 average coming in. Adam, .326 against the Nationals. He's had 10 home runs off National pitching in this interleague series. 1-0 count, 2 down. Runner on at first base. Left-hander's delivery. Adam will take the pitch down low. Just to tell you how good Gonzalez has been and how good the Orioles are to have hit him. In the Nationals' history, the lowest ERA in 6 starts by any pitcher ever. Gonzalez is number 6, joining Pedro Martinez, Livan Hernandez, Steve Rogers, Jordan Zimmerman, and Ken Hill. Some pretty good names there. Inside out, foul back. That ERA is going to has gone up already in this game.
Yeah, quite a bit. You can tell why he's had success. I mean, the ability to mix up his pitches. The Orioles were able to get on him early. Certainly helped. But getting deeper in this ball game than I think anybody figured after the first inning.
Lead off first base, 2-1 delivery on the way. Adam, a towering pop-up. Worth in left. He'll put it away. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base, 6 complete. O's up. Orioles baseball on MASN is brought to you by University of Maryland University College, by Ocean City. Put your vacation days to good use in Ocean City. Book now at OCOcean.com. And by Antwerpen Toyota. Get in the game this season with a new Toyota from Antwerpen Toyota. Beautiful night here in Baltimore. Big moon rising. We go to the 7th inning. 6-7-0 the Orioles. 2-5-1 for the Nationals. With Kevin Gausman trying to extend what would now be his longest outing of the year if he can get an out here in the 7th inning. Lind, Wieters, and Taylor. Givens is ready to go. Adam Lind has struck out twice. Now 3 for 11. Lifetime against Kevin Gausman. Modified shift put on, not all the way around. Comes in with an off-speed pitch to start him out.
A nice little backdoor breaking ball right there. And Buck Showalter trusting Kevin Gausman and what he's seen, running back out 6 pitches to start this 7th inning.
0-1 delivery on the way, will be taken down low. So Lynn, a 1-ball 1-strike count from Kevin. Every pitch he throws now a new season high in pitches thrown, getting over the 106 mark. That'll go right into the shift. Jonathan Scope there to play it and records the out. Lynn retired. Let's take a look at our Major League notebook. Something went on this date in Major League history regarding the Orioles. 97. The Orioles stopped Randy Johnson's 16-game win streak. They had a 13-3 win over the Mariners in that ball game. And in 66, the Orioles' Frank Robinson hit the only ball ever completely hit out of Memorial Stadium. The old ballpark. Frank put one away. Was estimated to go 451 to leave the park and ended up traveling an estimated 541 feet.
Wow.
Off Louis Tion.
Oh my. That's awesome.
Only one out of the ballpark. That one by Wieters to Adam Jones, and he'll make the catch. Wieters 0 for 3.
A couple quick outs here.
Yep.
Now you mentioned Randy Johnson on this date. Boy, did he have a hard year against the Orioles in '97. Ended up losing that game, and then of course he lost 2 in the postseason against the O's.
Yeah, that ball game that we were talking about, he's already in the bullpen. Where the Orioles stopped that win streak in '97. Chris Hoyles had 6 RBIs, 2 home runs, and a double in that ball game. Shift is on. Taylor up. RBI double for him. Pitch taken for a strike. He is also struck out. Michael Taylor getting the start in center. Kevin Gausman 0-1. Trying to retire the side in order. He set down 10 in a row to start the game. First hit picked up by the Nationals, a single by Worth in the 4th inning. And they would get the RBI double by Taylor in the 5th. RBI single by Harper in the 6th. And that's all they've been able to get off Kevin Gausman, a walk and 7 strikeouts. Two up high.
97 on his 113th pitch.
Sweeps that one in. It'll be a little low, probably outside as well. Kevin has pitched as many as 8 innings in his career. Gonzalez, the opposing pitcher, looking on. 2 ball, 2 strike count.
Got ahead now. Taylor bearing down. A couple borderline pitches right there he's laid off of.
Three-two delivery. Taylor will take it and he's gone. Strike called. Kevin Gausman 8 strikeouts. He retires the side in order. Great job on the mound for the Orioles. 7th inning stretch time at the ballpark. Orioles 7th inning stretch time for the first 20,000 15 and over who come tomorrow night. This is the Birdland Yard flag that you will be getting as you enter the ballpark. Very nice.
Very nice.
How about Kevin Gausman?
Wow, they look good. Different look in his eye to start the ball game. Had everything working. I think the full arsenal. Caleb Joseph worked them once again to perfection. Threw a couple great changeups. I think he threw more changeups in this game than he has all year long. Fact being, he threw more fastball strikes so he could play that changeup off, and he looked really good.
I thought it was a different Kevin Gausman we saw out there tonight, and if it's going to be the Kevin Gausman we see the rest of the year, what a difference that'll make.
Oh yeah, and it might be just the fact that Chris Tillman's now into the rotation.
Could be. Well, Gio Gonzalez is out as the Nationals go to the bullpen, and Manny Machado will foul it off.
And now it's time for the Jiffy Lube pitching change. Pitching change brought to you by Jiffy Lube. Stores now do brake services. Stop in and let Jiffy Lube perform your free brake inspection today. Blake Trinan, big arm, but look at the earned run average at 9.22. He's had problems with the command. 10 walks in the 13 punch-outs.
Manny Machado going after it, pops it up first base side. Zimmerman. He's got it. Manny is retired and an 0 for 4.
Now you see the opponent batting average, so everything ballooned on Trinan right now. Just some mistakes up in the zone. That opponent batting average at 397. And Gonzalez out of the ball game after lasting 6 innings. Didn't think he was going to make it out of the first after the Orioles pounded 3 homers off him and gave up the 6 earned runs. Had 4 walks in this ball game. Way too many walks. That jacked the pitch count up. 108 pitches for Gonzalez.
The Trinan working with 1 down, nobody on. Here's Mark Trumbo. Mark will take the pitch up and in. The Orioles 3 home runs first inning. Rickert, Trumbo, solo shots. Trey Mancini his 7th after Davis had drawn a walk. RBIs. Caleb Joseph is at a 3 for 3 ball game. He's picked up an RBI single. Another one scored on an error. And the Orioles have the lead. Foul back off the mask that time. Darren O'Day in the bullpen for the Orioles. Trumbo's 3rd home run of the year in that first inning. He's flied out, drawn a walk since. The Orioles tremendous jump in this ball game in that first inning to get to Gonzalez. 1-1 delivery on the way. Orioles got their first 3-homer inning, and Gonzalez, who had given up only 4 total home runs in his first 6 starts, gave up 3 in the first inning.
Scott Coolbaugh always talks about being ready to hit. Most important thing. He doesn't mind if you swing at the first pitch. Be aware of your strike zone and just be ready. Be loaded, ready to pull the trigger. Boy, 1 through 9, they were ready to go in that first inning. It was a lightning show. And looking at the ERA, Gonzalez came in leading the National League with an ERA of 1.64. It jumped a full run to 2.64 tonight. 2 ball, 2 strike delivery on the way down to 3rd and foul. He's throwing 98 to 100 miles an hour. Flips in an 88 mile an hour changeup right there. Movement running in on Trumbo.
Two ball, 2 strike count. Mark stepping out for a moment. Trinan, 28-year-old out of Wichita, Kansas, the right-hander. And close but not quite outside. So a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Spent the whole year with the Nationals last year, 73 games. He went 4-1. Had only 1 save, 73 games, 67 innings work for him. 3-2 count. And the pitch to Mark. Trumbo swinging a slider down and away for a strikeout.
Man, some nasty pitches coming in there. There's that firm fastball with some good life, but how about the slider? That's some serious finish there. Throws it hard, 89 miles an hour. About a foot drop on the slide ball. Nasty pitch.
Had 63 strikeouts in 67 innings last year. Chris Davis up. Davis drew the walk, scored in the first inning. And the pitch will be taken for a strike. Orioles batting here in the 7th, game 1 of the 4 games against the Nationals. 2 here, 2 in D.C. Orioles looking to keep their streak alive. Swing and a miss. That one falling off the table. Orioles have won 5 consecutive season series against the Nationals. They're in a pretty good position to start this season series off with a W. 0-2 delivery. Davis will take it up.
And trying to just cutting the cheese loose there. The 8.99. Of course, the defender ready to go. The glove, late inning defensive replacement.
Look like going in for the Kentucky Derby start right there. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way inside to Chris. Well, Buck Showalter guaranteed we'll be talking about Gausman, obviously, but even more so because before the game he was talking about the Nationals offense. Buck said this is the best offensive team we've faced all year. He said Kevin's really going to have to go to work out there on the mound against this ball club to shut it down, and he did. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Davis will keep it alive.
Yeah, hard to attack a good offense with only a couple weapons. Unfortunately tonight Kevin Gausman had everything working, and you know, even if a couple of them weren't as sharp, Caleb Joseph kept putting them down there. Just get it in the heads of the hitters. Many times you saw them off balance. So that is the name of the game.
Chris again with a 2-2. Ryan's delivery to him, and again fouled it back. Trying to find a way to get Davis out of there. 7th pitch of the at bat coming. Roger McDowell with the media guide. Who are these guys? I know the face. Got to put the name to it. Let me check. 2-2 and a called strike 3. Chris didn't think so. He will walk away. A 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 8th with the Orioles on top 6-2.
Has been outstanding outing, best of the year, and he was doing it with a nasty change. First inning, he gets Harper down. Rendon as well. This is one of the hottest offenses in the game, and Kevin Gausman was carving them up. Zimmerman even down on the changeup, had all of his pitches work, and even his former battery mate, he wouldn't let him off with a punch out as well. Curveball, slider, changeup, fastball, everything working for Gausman tonight. 7 strong innings, 8 punch outs on the board to just 1 walk. Gave up 2 earned runs, and how about the season high with 116 pitches as well. He'll give way to Darren O'Day. 15th appearance here for Darren O'Day. That earned run average keeps coming down lower and lower. He's got a couple saves under his belt on the 245 overall batting average. A little flip-flopped here as the righties up to 357, but completely containing the lefties at 095.
Greg Gentry has come on to play in left field, and Joey Rickert on your right is in right on a move that'll take Trumbo out of the ball game. Defoe at the plate, the shortstop. Manny moves in, leadoff batter will take the pitch. It's there for a strike. Bill Blanton in the bullpen for the Nationals. Darren's had great success. O'Day has against the Nationals in 11 previous games. 13 innings. He's given up no runs on 3 hits. He's walked 3 and struck out 15. And goes up on that one. He's had a 3 for 3 in the save department against the Nationals in his career.
I would say Darren O'Day is definitely at the advantage. If you're not used to seeing Darren O'Day, you're not used to seeing that slider that he can control and actually manipulate the break and that rising fastball. It looks so good coming in. You have to be familiar with him and see him many times to get used to the movement from O'Day.
So an 0-2 count at the top of the order up here. We talked about how Gonzalez's ERA went up a full run tonight. Kevin's went down almost a full run tonight. 0-2 the count. O'Day's pitch will be away. Kevin Gausman came in with an ERA of 7.55. It dropped tonight to 6.46.
There you go.
Good things happen when you get outs, huh?
That's right. You got that right. Well, we've seen Kevin Gausman get on a nice roll second half of last season. He might have been he was easily one of the top arms in the game for a couple months. He had a great second half.
Right now as it stands, and we're not done, but Kevin could be 3-1 lifetime against the Nationals, and Gonzalez could go to 1-6 against the Orioles. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Defoe waiting on it, and we'll foul that one back, just trying to line it up. Relatively easy swing there on a 2-2 count, trying to put the ball in play.
And Darren catching way too much of the plate on that one. He wanted that 2-seam fastball to run off. Too much of a chance there. You see the 6th pitch on the dish.
Two balls, 2 strikes, middle of the infield wide open. Pitch, you foul it off the other way again. Just let me see a few more of these, he says. I try to figure this out. Count stays at 2-2.
Yeah, he's not picking them up. You see the infield kind of split, giving him the whole middle. Either he's going to pull O'Day or he's going to slap him the other way.
O'Day will try it again. 2-2 delivery on the way, and he got him. Just floated that one in and froze him.
And great pitch right there. The ability to manipulate the break on the slider, the key. Darren O'Day. This one not a big break, but just enough to come back and catch that outside corner. Steady diet of pitches away. Every one of them had a different look. Take a look. Does it catch it? Oh yeah, perfect pitch.
So 1 down, nobody on. The Nationals do strike out quite a bit. They were 9th in the National League coming in strikeouts. 9th most out of the 15 teams, and they have struck out 9 times in the ball game tonight. You compare that to the 4 for the Orioles. It's about the only offensive category Dusty Baker's ball club has had any kind of an even negative leaning. 0-1 count. Jason Worth reaching for one. Double single, and he is grounded out. Scored in the 6th inning after that leadoff double. Over the 300 mark now at 303. Worth 0 for 2 against O'Day. Worth has had 6 hits in his last 8 at bats over the last couple of ball games. 0-2 delivery to him, waved at it, foul tipped, he's gone.
Nice pitch. Jason Worth thinking that slider had to have broke off the plate. Held its head. Take a look right here. Yeah, it's a slider spin. Worth probably saw it. It stayed true. It's in that outer third. It's Worth tracking it in. Check swing piece, thinking it's a ball, but oh no, back-to-back Ks. Darren O'Day.
That'll bring Harper up, base hit and an RBI in his last at bat. He's walked and he has struck out. Two down, nobody on, 8th inning. And the pitch will miss down low for a ball. Gausman and O'Day, it's not this easy against this offense, and they have just shut it down so far through 7 2/3 innings. 1-0 pitch on the way. Gets that one in there for a strike.
We haven't even really talked about their leadoff hitter. Eden getting blowing his knee out, so he'll be out for the season, and he was their spark plug early on.
Yep.
Great table setter, great energy at the top of the lineup.
Big loss.
May not have felt it to this point, but it will show up, I think, as this season goes.
1-1 delivery on the way. Just misses. Harper's faced O'Day only once. 0 for 1 against the Orioles side armor. Oriole pitchers have now reached the 10 strikeout number, and that is the 8th time this year Orioles have had 10 or more strikeouts in a ball game for their pitchers. Laced it, foul.
Coming in hot. Look out.
That was right in the wheelhouse. 116 off the bat on a foul ball.
Oh my.
2-2 delivery by O'Day. Moved that one up a little bit, and he hit on top of it. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Harper waiting. 2-2 delivery off the mask. O'Day's delivery to him. In the air, left field, hit good, hit deep, way back. Goodbye, home run. Harper delivers the long ball, and he delivers it the other way. A 2-out homer to bring the Nationals to within 3. Number 10, RBI 28.
Well, Bryce Harper's been locked in since day one. He's keeping the head still, letting the ball travel. Aaron O'Day trying to sneak that high fastball by him. Didn't quite get it up high enough. Take a look right here. The Jenny Finch, the elevated heater. Harper goes up and gets one. Opposite field, solo shot.
Be correct on the RBIs. He's had 2 tonight, so he's up to 29 in runs batted in, and home run number 10. First home run surrendered by Darren this year. Pitch taken outside for a ball.
Take a look at Harper's swing here on the high fastball. Boy, you've seen Trumbo go up and get one. Now Harper going up and getting one. Squaring them up, go a long way.
Donnie Hart, the bullpen. Murphy, a left-hander, is on deck. Zimmerman, 0 for 3, league's leading hitter. Takes the pitch for a strike. Popped out, struck out, and grounded out. Zimmerman 1 for 3 off O'Day. There are 2 down. So Harper's been up 4 times and on 3. He's had a good night against the Orioles. That one popped up behind second base. Adam Jones coming. He's there, and he's got it. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. The Harper home run makes it 6-3 O's. Alexis of Towson, drive of the game.
Oh boy, capping off on the first inning. It is a bomb into the Nats bullpen. Fastball down the middle, and boom boom, picks up his 7th home run of the season.
Lexus of Towson, the area's #1 volume Lexus dealer for 7 straight years. Come see why at lexusoftowson.com.
And Joe Blanton, this will be his 13th appearance. Look at the numbers here, really ballooned. Didn't expect this out of the right-hander. Got all the offerings, just having a hard time getting the right sequence going right now. Opponent's hitting .333 overall. Lefty's way up to .474, and he's given up 6 home runs.
Blanton on. Trinan did a good job an inning. Couple of strikeouts, retired the side in order. Brad Brock getting ready in the bullpen. It is a save situation now for the moment. Trey Mancini, the home run. He is walked and he is flied out.
Real good numbers on the year for Mancini. Batting average up over 300. He's got 20 hits on the year, 11 of them either been home runs or doubles.
He'll face Blanton for the first time, and the pitch down low for a ball. Orioles bat, bottom of the 8th inning, leading it by a score of 6-3. Blanton has surrendered runs in back-to-back appearances out of this bullpen, which has been, as we said, a bit shaky for Dusty Baker, having to rearrange on a game-by-game basis.
Yeah, their last 10 games, they've given up 15 runs out of this bullpen.
Blanton has worked a lot against the Orioles. His 11th game. And the pitch. That one's going to take it to 3-1. Blanton's had starts against the Orioles. 8 of them. His record is 3-3 with a 4.67 ERA lifetime against the O's. 3-1 delivery. Mancini will make it 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Nice late movement.
Cheered him on. Mancini to right. Off the end of the bat. Shattered it. He's got a base hit. Outfield very deep. And Harper had no chance. So Mancini leads it off with a base hit. And the O's and the Nationals will wrap up this 2-game set here Ubaldo Jimenez takes the mound against Max Scherzer. Coverage on MASN 6:30 Ozark Store, presented by Southwest. Our game coverage at 7. That's tomorrow. All the access you need right here on MASN.
The Orioles offense going to be tested again. Reigning Cy Young Award winner and strikeout king going at it again this year. How about 51 punchouts for Scherzer on the year? Ubaldo in the mix there. 18 punchouts and 18 walks. He's got to be on his game as well. Try to neutralize this Nats offense.
And the pitch leaned into and taken. Jonathan Scope. A double, a run scored. He has struck out. Grounded out. Orioles with a man on. Trying to add to that 6-3 lead. It's a little too close for comfort. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Orioles with 8 hits on the board now. Dan Conley from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Good news. Sources say Britain's second opinion rendered today in L.A. revealed only a muscle forearm strain. No elbow damage.
Great news.
Yeah, it's great news. 1-1 delivery on the way, hit hard to third base. Up with it. Rendon, 1 relay. Murphy. They turned the double play. That ball was stung.
Yeah, hit hard. I don't know if Rendon caught it or it caught Rendon. A bullet hit down on him. Boom. Sticks in the gloves. Takes his time. He got that flip from the land down under. Had a little trouble earlier in the game. That feed to second base. This time Rendon, Murphy clean it up.
So takes away that lead runner. Double play, a good one. And here's J.J. Hardy. A walk and a run scored. 0 for 2 officially. Dan reporting Orioles are saying Britton's going to rest for 10 days before a throwing progression begins. That's what we were talking about earlier, and he'll do it in Sarasota apparently. That he thinks and the Orioles think he may have come back too quickly the first time, so they're going to put a little more patience on it this time.
Yes, yes.
Let that arm rest. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Two ball, 1 strike count. The 2-1 delivery on the way. That's going to go to left. That'll be a base hit. Line drive. Hardy the single with 2 down here in the 8th inning. MLB.com at bat, your #1 mobile app for live Orioles baseball. Stay connected with a fully customized experience. Get Orioles home screen icons and app features, as well as game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcast, statcast, news, and more. Download MLB.com at bat today. Doing that right now, actually, I see. Here's Caleb Joseph. Caleb will take the pitch up high. A 3 for 3. 3 singles, an RBI. Going after a 4-hit day.
Yeah, quite a night for Caleb Joseph. Had a talk with him a couple days ago, and of course every major leaguer really kind of critical of themselves and studies their swings on a daily basis. And Caleb told me, he said, I think my head's just moving a little too much. He said, I think I'm going out to get the ball. I'm going to try staying behind it. Well, seems like he's taking that to heart, and results showing up on the field here. 3-hit game. Nice night for Caleb.
Taking the ball the other way.
Yeah.
He gets behind in the count. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Hardy off first base. Caleb will take that one. And the count will go to 2-1. 23,525. 23,525 the announced attendance on this Monday night here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. It's been a very comfortable evening, and they've seen a good ball game and not done. Joseph on a pitch, working him outside inside, and got a swinging strike. 2-2.
Pretty good fastball right there. Blanton, some deception, moving body, moving all over the place. The quick arm snapping in there, sneaking the fastball by, but that slider seems like his best pitch.
And the 2-2 delivery on the way. Caleb will take it. Good eye. Slider dropping off outside. 3 ball, 2 strike count. 3-2, 2 down. They'll back off at first base. Zimmerman will play behind the base runner. So Hardy will be going. 3-2 in the air, right center field. Taylor coming. Can't get it. Runner will go to third and stop there. And Caleb Joseph, a career high 4-hit ball game, 4 singles.
I'd like to see that. That'll make a guy feel good. Nice approach all game long. Never came out of his plan. Staying on the nice slider down and away. Real good pitcher's pitch. And the bat head through the zone. Man, that'll put a smile on your face.
Tying his career high with a 4-hit game and keeping the inning going. With a chance for the Orioles to add to it. Last one came 4-hit ball game on August 31st, 2014 against the Twins. And only the second time in his career he has had a 4-hit game. So Joey Rickard has already got an RBI, and his leadoff homer will go after another 1 for 4. We got numbers flying all over the place here for pitchers, now for hitters. With a 4-hit day, Caleb raised his average from 174 to 240.
Nice.
How's that?
Oh, you love that. Early in the season, you know, not a lot of at bats. Up goes the average. Sleep better tonight.
Yeah, it's a good night's work. 0-2 count.
Another big number, the fact that the Orioles put a 6 spot on the board. You know, starting to put some runs across the plate. What this Oriole offense is about. A big crooked number of innings, scoring 4 or more every night.
Rickard getting a look at Blanton for the first time. 0-2 delivery on the way to him, and that'll be up high. First and third in the 8th inning with 2 down. The Orioles got 4 in the first, 2 more in the 4th. And now trying to add to it in the 8th inning. Nationals have picked them up 1 chip at a time, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. And the home run by Bryce Harper in the 8th. 2-2.
Once again, Joey Rickard making a pitcher work here. Waiting out a cookie. 2-strike mistake. To pick up another RBI.
Runner goes. Popped up. Third base. Rendon over. And it came back to him. He's got it for the out. So the Orioles, they'll have no runs on 3 hits, no errors. 2 are left on base. 3 outs away from a W. Baseball on Masson is brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. And by American Standard Heating and Air. Get up to $1,100 in instant rebates or 0% APR for 36 months. Here at Camden Yards, the Orioles have the 6-3 lead, out hitting them 10-6 The Nationals get their chance here in the 9th inning.
And Brad Brock filling in for Zach Britton's already picked up 7 saves on the year. 204 earned run average with 17 punch outs in 17 2/3 innings. How about the opponent batting average? Just 138 for Brock, containing both the righties and the lefties, giving up the 1 long ball.
7 out of 8 in save opportunities for him. He has never had a save opportunity against the Nationals, pitching against them in 8 games in relief. A run on 4 hits in 11 1/3 innings in his career. So he comes on here. Had a save against the White Sox yesterday. Pitch will miss inside for a ball. So Brad Brock against Murphy, who is 2 for 3 off the Oriole reliever. Murphy, Rendon, and Lind are due up. Right-handers pitch to him. They're taking, trying to get somebody on base. 2-0.
How about the highest winning percentage at home, and the Orioles just behind the Yankees at .786.
League leaderboard brought to you by Coons.com. Over 2 million vehicles sold and counting. That will be in there for a strike. Murphy not going to swing until a strike was thrown. He is 0 for 3 at the plate. Lined out. Nice play made by Scope on him in his middle at bat in the 4th inning of this ball game. And that one way inside. And Brad falls behind on him. 3 balls and 1 strike. So, as in all cases like this, Nationals trying to get the potential tying run to the plate here in the top of the 9th inning. I'd like to do more, but at least get that, which is hard enough. 3-1 delivery and walked him. It's only the 2nd walk surrendered by the 3 Oriole pitchers. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Orioles may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. That'll bring Rendon to the plate. Runner on. Rendon has doubled, scored, 1 for 3 in the ball game. That 289 number. He's taking. It'll be in there for a strike.
Well, what gets me is every one of these guys has an on-base percentage of like over 380.
All of their average on-base OPS. I mean, it's just unbelievable numbers. 0-1 delivery on the way, and that'll be outside. Rendon's 0 for 4 against Brad. With this appearance now by Brock, he is tied for the major league lead with 18 appearances on the year. He's worked as a setup, middle, closer already. 1-1 delivery. Taken up high, 2-1. Got Lynn waiting on deck. Caleb Joseph checking with that runner on at first base. Whether they want to step off, hang on, throw over. There's one to hit at 94, but he couldn't get it. 2-2.
Well, still tough, even though it's a cookie right down the middle. 94 miles an hour, but Brock brings that deception to the table. Cross body delivery, so tough to pick up the baseball until the very end. A lot of times it is by you.
Short lead at first base. 2-2 delivery on the way, and that's back into the screen. So as much as the Orioles have seemingly dominated this game, and to some degree they have with the early lead, this is not a put away game. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner off first base. Rendon is gone.
Brad Brock just reaching back right there. He got upset at himself. What am I doing messing around? Here's 3 straight fastballs. Boom. He's sitting down 95. Another third to get Rendon.
So Brock will face Adam Lynn. One down, pitch away for a ball. Somehow Lynn avoided seeing Brad Brott in those games with Toronto. 1-0 count, one away. Brad having to work from behind on these hitters as he goes behind 2-0 here. 6-10-0 for the Orioles, 3-6-1 for the Nationals, and wouldn't you know it, Matt Wieters may get a shot here in the top of the ninth inning.
Brad's got to get back in the zone, keep these guys off base.
Two-0. Taking. So Lynn takes it to 2-1. Great patience being shown here by these Washington hitters in the ninth inning. They're not going to chase, not going to help. Love to get a walk. Brock not cooperating. 2-1 to Lynn. He's going to get a base hit. Stopping at second base is Daniel Murphy, and the potential tying run will come to the plate. And I repeat, baseball is great theater. Here we go again.
All right. Lynn, nice job hitting on the changeup. Pretty good pitch. He stayed on it. Brock finding himself in a little bind.
So the former teammates, battery mates, will get to face one another as Roger McDowell looks on. Matt Wieters up with 2 on and 1 out in the ninth inning, representing potential tying run in the ball game. This is the first time the Nationals have brought the potential tying run to the plate in this game. Quickly, Romero and Albers begin to heat up. That will take it for a strike. Wieters with the 0 for 3. Ground ball, fly ball, strikeout. Getting in the number 8 spot with Taylor on deck. Brock looking for a ground ball to end it right here. 0-1 delivery on the way to him. Wieters will take that away, maybe a little low.
Good try. Stay down there, and their hope is that Matt Wieters, trying to hit this home run, might roll over a pitch down and away, reach out and get it in this game with a ground ball double play.
1-1 delivery to him, came back inside, 2-1. Goodwin has come out in the on deck circle. He was just called up today. Brian Goodwin out of AAA Syracuse. Rafael Bautista was sent down. 2-1 delivery. Wieters. 2-2.
Wieters kind of tying himself up a little there. Rock crossbody fastball, and Wieters stepped across his body a little bit, tied himself up. Didn't quite get to that heater.
Two for 7 for the team with runners in scoring position tonight for the Nationals. 2-2. Roller. Foul.
Good pitch, good changeup. Wieters just extending this AB. 2 strikes, you just fight, fight, fight.
So when the managers sit and go, nothing I can do now.
Right.
I'll just watch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Murphy off second base, Lindoff first. Wieters will keep it alive.
Making some good pitches at the bottom of the zone.
Yep.
Keep Zimmerman quiet all day.
Wieters in the air towards the gap. That's going to fall in. It will, all the way to the wall. It'll score Murphy. Lind will stay at third. Wieters at second with a double and an RBI, and has made it a 6-4 game.
Wow, Wieters squaring up the 2-strike double right here. Take a look, pitch by pitch, fastball down and away. Nice quality pitch. Working that outer edge. A little changeup Wieters laying off of. A fastball jam piece. Wieters keeps fighting, and he fights till he gets a pitch he can handle. The changeup, the high heater he stays on top of. Rickard just out of his reach. Run scores. Fortunately, Lind heading back thinking it was caught. Runners at second and third.
Trey Turner will come out to run at second base for Matt Wieters. Roger McDowell out to have a word with Brad Brock, talking about Goodwin, who comes on as the pinch hitter. His first appearance this year. Last year, he had 286 in 42 games. Givens getting ready in the bullpen. So Goodwin added to the roster today. We'll get a shot at it right away. A base hit could tie this ball game up. It is 6-4. Matt Wieters delivering the RBI double. And there are the two runners who represent the tying runs in the game. In a little bit at third is going to be Manny Machado. Goodwin's got good speed. Goes after the first pitch. Fair ball. Runners stay. They got him trapped. The runner went to third. The guy at third never ran. They can get the final out in a rundown. Nobody's at third. They got the runner trapped between home and third. They tag him out, and that's the game. Turner from second base took off for third, but Lind never headed home.
And Brad Brock saying thank you very much. Nice play by Crush Davis, getting the force, and he recognizes the trouble over there. Caleb Joseph screaming, heads up, heads up. And it is mass confusion on the base pass by the Nats. Finally, Lind giving up. J.J. Hardy running him down.
How about that for an ending to the ball game? So the Orioles win it by a score of 6-4. As Gausman goes 2-3, Gonzalez takes his first loss 3-1, and a tough save for Brock.